start, I think.
Dun 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 da 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 da.
Ah,
Woo!
we sound good.
Okay, perfect.
Hello, people. It's us, Two Bros Game, and I'm your host, Stringer Bro.
I'm your host, Stolder Bro.
And we are back in Shiny Hunting and Sword and Shield. I have changed my team again. Yes, I also changed it on the main menu.
Again.
Now it should reflect what I'd probably be as a gym leader.
Uh-huh.
So I would have been a Psychic Fairy type gym leader.
Uh-huh.
And I'd have two just random Pokemon. So my random would be Auroras and now Milotic.
I mean, both of those are psychic, though, aren't they? Or Milotic's dragon, I guess.
Water.
She's not even dragon?
No.
Why is Milotic not dragon?
I know. And Articuno. Now,
Yeah, you're a... I think you might actually just be a psychic ice gym leader. I guess...
no. I'd probably still be a
I don't know.
fairy psychic.
I guess. It's weird.
I got 3 psychic types.
Yeah. It's weird.
But anyways, if I didn't have Articuno,
Yeah.
it would have been Melaleuca.
Yeah.
And then I thought about putting Diancie on my team instead of Milotic, but I'm like, that one looks like a water fairy Pokemon. Why not?
Yeah.
Or water dragon.
You've reduced the number of legendaries you have on your team to 1.
Yeah.
2.
So I've also kind of evened it out a little.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, let me just open our Shiny Hunt app and we can get started.
Yeah. By the way, guys, there is a stink bug that is flying around the my fan. So if you hear a light buzzing, it is being very annoying, and we can't get rid of it.
The mics can't hear it.
Yeah. But regardless, we can't get rid of it.
Alright. Now, this should be Scorbunny.
Yes.
Alright, guys, we only need one more Shiny Scorbunny, and we will have the entire Scorbunny line. And then we move on to Glossiflor, and after that is Sobble. Well, along with that is Sobble.
Yay.
And guys, Sobble is the worst starter egg hunt in the game. I don't know what the worst egg hunt is in the game. I've heard that Sobble's pretty bad.
We'll see. Yeah, for a bit I lost the this sheet that had the promo card label on it, and then I found it again.
But yeah, guys, so for those of you who watched our stream yesterday, yes, Fossil Fighters is currently on hold. Oh, thank God! So, you guys get to decide the fate of that series. We literally have only one more thing left to do in that game. One.
But it takes like 30 hours.
That's not a joke.
It's really not a joke. It's 30 hours.
Alright, guys, the Shiny Hunt has started. The counter has gone from 0.
Guys, I am of the opinion that we should just leave it. We got both endings. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, and me, I love Fossil Fighters, guys, and I want more people to know about it. So I am willing to go another 20 episodes, just try to finish it completely.
Yeah.
Well, not 100% it, but at least beat Sorehead. I don't want to
get the final legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is
a legendary.
Yeah. The problem is you might have to get all 100 to beat Sorehead.
Yeah, and that's what I would have to do. I would have to literally get all 100 dinosaurs to beat Sorehead.
Which I think means that you basically will 100% that game.
No.
To beat Sorehead.
100%ing that game means getting every dinosaur and also 100%ing every fossil. And I'm not doing that. I'm just reviving every dinosaur.
Hello, Mr. B. Let me tell you that you hate my life. Mr. B, how can you tell me that I hate your life? Also, why do you think I hate your life?
Is he wildly more successful than us?
No, he isn't. Just because he's a teacher doesn't mean that he's wildly more successful than us. Like, what?
It's just how it is.
Oh, I am supposed to tell you that I hate your life. No. Just... I genuinely don't really hate that many people, Mr. B, and you are definitely not one of the people that I hate.
Sorry, guys, I might bump the mic more often because of how I'm sitting in my new
That said, I do absolutely hate the royalty. So, as an American, it is my sworn duty to hate all forms of royalty. So, I guess if you are forcing me, if you are trying to use your privilege as the executive producer to command me to hate you, I am, by law, required to hate you.
Oh, by the way, guys, so I survived my first week at my new work.
Yeah?
And guys, I want you to know I like it. Like, fairly easy job, actually. All I'm doing is taking apart 3-phase motors.
Yeah.
That's it. And, well, okay, and making some deliveries and pickups, but otherwise pretty easy.
Cool. Hope that it's fun. They nod through the wires of your cooking source, which I assume is your microwave. Or stove.
But anyway, guys.
I have a double burner. Okay, so basically your stove.
So listen to this. I'm going to be probably getting a new truck.
I guess a double burner would probably be an... yeah, it's a stove.
Probably.
I'm thinking of a double burner as like an oven, but I guess that is a stove.
Probably within the next 2 months. So it is possible I might not be able to buy Pokemon cards. Even though I had like 2-3 videos planned.
It's awful! Simply awful!
But guys, I want you to know I'm still doing the December Pokemon card opening. That is happening no matter what. I want to do it.
Also, I have like 2 videos backlogged.
And they'll be edited as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I only have I have 5 episodes left to edit on my mobile series.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to record the 3rd and last mobile series I have to edit.
Yeah.
Then I'll be able to edit your card videos.
Yay.
So if I had a bet, I won't be done until next weekend.
Yay.
Maybe. I could get done earlier. Yeah, actually I should get done way earlier than that. So next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll get it.
But yeah, Mr. B, sorry to hear that your rats are having a time of your house.
Yeah, when we do Pokemon cards, I'm thinking of reaching out to channels that are just small enough and like do a Pokemon card opening with them, like they witness it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, people do it all the time, but some bigger YouTubers, they just invite them to their house. But the person I want to invite, she lives in England.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. And I don't think she has the money for a plane ride. So.
No, and asking would be such a huge imposition on somebody you barely know.
Just wait a little bit. Before you know it, I'll know everything about her.
That's the creepiest fucking way you could have said that.
I'm saying I'm making friends in other places.
That's not helping.
I have friends all over the world.
That's not a... Look, you could have just been like, look, I'm chatting with her. Eventually, we'll be good friends. Maybe she'll want to. And it's like, that's different. But no, the way you're saying it is like, yeah, soon I'm going to stalk her on every single social media account she has. Like, go through all the trouble to find out every detail about her life. And it's like, what the fuck, man?
I'm already keeping a book right now.
Just...
Anyway.
Like, that would be creepy if she was it would be creepy if you said that and she was your girlfriend, let alone a person you barely know.
Look, I'm tired and I can't word right now. Like, guys.
No. You can't word right ever, but you especially can't word right now.
But anyway, I'm exhausted, guys. I've had a stomachache all day.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the greatest.
That's fair. No. It's this isn't a situation where we need to apologize to you guys. This is a situation where Younger Bro needs to apologize to that girl specifically.
I'm sorry for my sick ass brain.
Good enough.
Yeah, I've had to take Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
3 times now.
Oh God. I don't think you should take that much.
I can't take more than 8 doses in 24 hours.
My God, why would it even need to be taken 8 times in 24 hours?
Well, a lot of people can probably get inflamed bowel movement.
I guess.
Inflamed urinary tract, which I've had before. But it's not that. It's just a mild stomachache.
Want to hear about how I MacGyvered a chicken parm with no double burner? A little bit. Did you get like a blowtorch? Like, because that's not good. If so.
But yeah, I also thought about inviting Reshi, who's my other friend from England. Yeah, I have a friend in England, I have a friend in Germany, I have a friend in Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. Oh.
Mr. B, I like the fact that you share this house with family.
Oh,
and you're forbidden from using the downstairs oven.
And I have a friend in California.
Like, just... I don't... if this is actually family, I doubt that they're going to be saying that you can't use their oven when rats are literally chewing through the wires. I mean, it's my oven. Then why are you forbidden from using it if it's your oven? Like, what family situation? Like, what family situation do you have where it's your house and you can't go downstairs to use the oven? Like, this... What the...
But yeah, anyway, there's not a lot of, like, big Pokemon card YouTubers I know, so even if I do invite them, there is little possibility I could get them here.
It's too much of a disturbance to family time. Mr. B, you are currently in a state where it's you use the oven or you can't eat food. I think that they'll get over it. If I wait till the children are asleep, your presence will wake up the children. I see you have one of those families. Like, do you ever get invited down to family time?
I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down.
Like,
Dun 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 dun.
see, younger bro, you said that this man is living life to a more full extent than us. I submit to you, at least I can go use the oven in our house. Like, Mr. B, you know what? This kind of thing is why I cannot hate you.
Wait, you can? But I thought you said you couldn't cook.
But I'm still allowed to. I am not forbidden from using the oven.
I don't know if you burnt the casserole as bad as last time. I don't think
I have never made casserole.
Just
Regardless,
being,
but like, I cannot hate Mr. B because I just feel bad for him. I cannot hate this man. This man needs a hug. And unfortunately, Croc does not live near enough to him to give him a hug.
hug. Yeah,
See, this is why he wants to kidnap Croc so much. He just wants a better family.
Did Croc send you a picture of your character from WWE?
I don't know if he directly did, but he might have done it on, he probably did it to my other account, which I haven't viewed in the last few days, so I'll have to switch accounts to do that.
Oh. Yeah, he shared it to me, and apparently he took a picture of it wrong.
Uh-huh.
The character he showed me was not supposed to be short, and it was really fucking short.
If anyone gives me crap, she's like, fine, get me a new double burger and I'll leave.
I need a new double burger with a shot of espresso.
Yes, I know. The bad accusation I made was that you want to kidnap Croc.
Yeah, guys, I hope you're excited for the new mobile series coming next week. Wait, did I make a trailer for it?
That's fair, Mr. B. You're just inviting him to come live with you in a house that you're not even allowed in.
Did I make a trailer for the next mobile series?
I have no clue.
Check that.
Sir, you do the mobile stuff. I barely see it. I'm pretty sure I remember you inviting him to live with you.
Right, I couldn't make a trailer for the next mobile series because what I wanted to do, I couldn't do it because there was no footage of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'll do it. Younger bro, do you remember if Mr. B invited Croc to live with him? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Even younger bro remembers you saying this, Mr. B.
It was like once or twice.
Yeah. Jokingly or otherwise. But regardless, like...
But yeah, the trailer I wanted to make for it was the intro.
Yeah, but there's no good footage.
There's no footage really of it at all.
Oh.
The only video I could find with it had a fucking watermark on it.
Oh, good. I mean, you could just record the intro of if you really want to make footage of it that way.
I couldn't. I tried even restarting the game.
Mm-hmm.
Even that didn't work.
Oh. Oh, that's bad. But yeah, Mr. B, this is why I can't hate you, because just like I just feel sad about your situation.
Yeah, for me to have done that, I would have had to made a new Facebook account.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I was like, no.
I assumed it was a console game or a PC game.
No,
I was like,
this
okay.
is a mobile game.
Oh.
Actual mobile game.
Gotcha. Yeah, Facebook mobile game, like that level of mobile game.
Well, a game that can connect to Facebook.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. Besides, there's no room in my house. That's fair. Mr. B, it's from the sounds of it, it sounds like one of these days your downstairs family is going to say there's no room for you in your house.
That'd be terrible.
They tried that already.
Jeez.
Mr. B, this is your house. Like, I know their family, but why have you not kicked them out? I'm legally not allowed to. Oh, God. It's one of those family situations. Oh. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't think I have words. That sucks. Just. I'll try to see if I can get Croc and you to meet up to have a hug.
But yeah, guys, if my day wasn't bad enough, I sort of kind of forgot to record with friends.
Yeah.
For the next multiplayer mobile series as well. So, yeah. So I had stomach issues, which made me forget about it. And also, I forgot we changed our schedule to start streaming at 7:30.
Yeah.
So now that I have that written down, hopefully I'll remember next time.
I mean, Mr. B, I feel like at some point you do have the ability at some point though to say that like, hey,
this is my house.
I own the house. This is becoming a toxic environment that I'm not comfortable with. Find another residence and move out as soon as possible. Like at some point there has to be a limit where you get to say like, well, I've told you I want you out. You've had an X amount of time. You found no other house. And I literally cannot continue living with you. And this is my house. So either buy the house or get out. Like, yeah.
That situation reminds me of Hershey's situation. I think he's in a similar one.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get how you can get into that situation and there not be a legal means of being like, well, how do I get out of this?
Yeah, so, I don't know what Hershey's doing about it. I think he just doesn't care if they live with him or not.
Yeah. But yeah, Mr. B, that sucks. Like, that is actually terrible.
I think what sucks about this chair is my pillow won't stay in the same fucking place.
Yeah, you have to move the pillow up a little bit. Yeah.
I have to keep moving it up because it's slipping upward.
Oh.
Every time I move.
Interesting. See, I don't use the pillow that often. I tend to lean a little bit forward.
Yeah, and I lean back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lean on back, leave it on cruise control.
Yeah, that's about as upright as I can get.
That sounds like a terrible situation.
Yeah, that sounds like a very terrible situation. I mean, that's fair. But they're not squatters because you are legally allowing them to be there and not acknowledging that they own the home. So I don't even think they technically count as squatters. They're just uninvited guests. Squatters who I love unconditionally. I don't know. It sounds like you, given your descriptions, it sounds like you might have some conditions, like the use of a stove.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, going back to like inviting people with the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I actually thought about having Croc be here
Mhm.
for opening Pokemon cards.
Gotcha. Yeah. The thing is, it's like as long as it's somebody who can reasonably be here, we're not really set up for doing like video calls to open cards with video and stuff. So it's like
I can already see how we'd set that up.
Yeah.
They'd probably videotape themselves and then send us the footage, and then we would we'd put them in the video of their reaction.
Apparently you ruined Mr. B's thought by changing the subject.
Oh.
Just
Oh, now.
well,
That worked
it's
out.
yeah.
Anyway.
See, Mr. B, you don't have to ask me to say that I hate you. Younger bro already hates you.
Well, if he was going to change the subject anyway, guess we're good.
No, he's saying that he was having a thought and that you ruined it by talking about something else, and now he can't remember.
I missed.
Okay.
I thought he was saying I wanted to change the subject, and I beat him to it.
Well, at first I thought that's what he said too, and then I reread it, and I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not
So
what he
that's your
said.
fault.
Yeah. So, it's your fault for changing the subject so he forgot what he was saying. Why is this my fault?
See, even Mr. B agrees with me.
This is bullshit.
But anyway, so
We're going back to cards. Fuck you people.
Yeah. Anyway, they would record their reaction, send the video to us, and then we'd just put their face cam in our video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that like
we can easily get their audio just through Discord.
yes, but the thing is that if you're wanting to do a reaction, you want it to be as much as they're in the room as possible. What I'm saying is in order to do this, we would have to we'd have to do something like a Discord call. We would have to film, we'd have to use that camera to film the video and put it over Discord while we're recording it. Which means that their audio would be in the video inseparably.
No, it should be separable.
Like well, I guess in this case we're not using desktop audio, so yeah, we can separate it. So we'd get there.
So the only
You're right. We would have that separable. So then
the only issue is getting their face cam. That's if they want to use a face cam.
Yeah, so if they wanted to show their face, they would I think we just don't have them show their face. I think at that point you just video call them because they wouldn't have their face in our video if they were in the room.
There are some YouTubers out there and some friends I know that uses their face in their videos, so it wouldn't feel right if their face wasn't just somewhere on camera.
Right, but what I'm saying is we don't put our faces on the camera at all. So like if they were in the room with us while we're doing the cards, they wouldn't have video of them on the video. It would just be their audio because they'd be in the room on our mic.
If they don't use a face cam, then we won't have their face cam in our videos. If they use one, I would like them to have it. Because it's like, if they're a YouTuber, it's like a collaboration.
Well, I get that
what collaborations do, if they can't be in the same room, they video.
Yes, I get it, but it's like
so it wouldn't be right to record them without their face.
I think we're gonna. I'll say it this way: I think we're gonna have to figure out a way to make that work before we can do that. Then, because if they're going to have a face cam, we need to be on screen somehow, and at that point we have to get our VTubing thing actually going. So I think we have to get that going before we can do that, because if we don't have us in the video, if we don't have like us on the screen at the same time, Like, yeah, it's like, we'd have to figure that out. So it's like, we'll discuss that at a later point in time and figure it out.
And we can change the expressions.
Yeah, so, no, that's a very much a pain in the ass.
Well,
but
we wouldn't need that much. When I get excited, just use the star eyes.
Yeah. Again, what you're describing is VTubing, basically, just with more steps. But irrelevant to the point. We'll figure that out later. Mr. B is asking an important question. And the important question is, who is best girl? Who is best bird girl? And his question is Birdly a bird girl?
Like, who's
best
bird girl to me?
No. He ran the command for bird girl. And his question is, does Birdly from Undertale count as bird girl? Look, I'm all for it. Birdly's the annoying guy who keeps going after Noelle. Deltarune.
Nope, still don't remember. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Does he count as a what?
The question was, does he count as bird girl? Is he an applicable choice for who is best bird girl?
He's a guy, so no.
His acts border on sexual harassment. So, wait, you're saying he is so much of a he does so much sexual harassment that it flips his gender? Like, what? Look, I'm all for it. I'm fine with adding him to the list. I don't think he wins on any, regardless if he's in there.
Like, the only way he could count is if girl players like him that way.
What? If
they
okay, but what do you, okay, hold on. What do you mean by player?
Okay,
yeah.
Then he would be my. What's the opposite of a waifu? A manfu? Like,
it's still waifu. That's why. Because the term for, well, it's husbando, but most people still use waifu. So the problem is, since most people still call him a waifu, if he is a waifu, then he must be a bird girl. Hello, Croc. Oh, Croc. Oh, your phone kept crashing. That sucks. Croc, we have an important question for you. Has Mr. B, at any point, jokingly or seriously, invited you to move in with him? We are having a debate and need a confirmation from the source. See, there you go, Mr. B. Croc himself says that you've done it.
He's in denial at this point. We just gotta stop.
That is verifiably false. The person himself verified you're wrong. What do you mean it's verifiably false? Nightbot keeps records of chat. I can go back and check.
I mean, it'd take you a while to find it, but you would find it.
You were all gaslighting me.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's a kangaroo court, exactly.
All these false accusations.
Yeah, all these false allegations. I don't know why you guys all are saying these things. You're weird.
You guys drunk.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, that was good. That was great. We all have done a very good job. Congratulations. Good job, everyone.
Here's your non-paycheck.
Yeah, no one's getting paid, but thank you. It's a good time.
Here's your contribution slip. You have contributed.
I'm being gaslit out.
You have contributed to the conversation. Thank you. Everybody gets a contribution reward. Even Mr. B, the guy we're accusing.
Yeah, everyone gets a participation trophy. What second color do you want for your character in WWE 2K22? Croc, I haven't seen the character you sent yet, so let me check.
Older bro rarely checks his Discord, guys. Well, his older bro Discord.
Yeah, so give me a minute. Oh, you haven't made a character yet? What is so where are you expecting the color to go? Like
he just made for sure in pants blue with Goomba on it.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, comparing it to yours. So the main color is the shirt. Where's the secondary color? Also on the shirt?
That'd probably be pants.
Okay. Probably a lighter brown. I would, yeah, like a lighter brown or like a very light red, something like that. I don't know. It's something that looks nice. Usually, I think it would be a light brown. Okay, well, since I don't need to check the Discord, I've closed the Discord.
So yeah, guys, you have no idea how nice it is to sit back in a fucking chair.
Yeah. It is very nice to sit back in these chairs and be able to, like,
relax.
Yeah.
Like I hated our previous chairs because one of the problems with them were they were the seating was kind of broke. It would like dip like down into the seating.
Dip down.
So I had to literally sit up the entire time.
Yeah.
Like I rarely sat back. The chair I sat back in it was older bro's chair.
Mr. B is so avoiding the fake gaslighting that he is trying to pretend that the Croc hasn't been here up till now.
And now it's just sad. It's a guy I know. No, I was playing you. I wasn't being serious.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks, Croc. Hope you're getting past it.
I've been depressed my whole life.
Yeah, Croc, I may be at some point in the future I may be trying to facilitate you and Mr. B actually having a hug. Cuz Mr. B needs a hug. But, that takes like, flying Mr. B in. And that's a lot of time and effort.
By the way, guys, we are very hopeful to start going to conventions like at the end of fall.
We'll see. I am doubtful, but we will see.
Yeah, the problem is we need to get something that is close enough, and they haven't planned too much yet.
No, they usually don't get this far ahead.
Like there's something that's really close to where we live, but we don't know. Like it doesn't look like it's just like generic Pokemon stuff. It's battling. It's a tournament.
Yeah, so we'll have to find a good convention. So it has to be something that's not too far away, but yeah. Can I come visit you on my Christmas break?
That's if you
I'll,
have the money to get
Mr. B, I have to work over Christmas. That's not even a joke. Our rush season starts just like around December 12th or whatever. Well, actually, it's around early December, and it ends late January.
Yeah, me, I'm the opposite. Our rush season, in quotes, is going to be in the not winter, this summer.
Yeah.
So I actually got there at a good time. I don't have to deal with all the stuff summer does, which is mainly mowing the lawns.
A company that pays us quite a bit of money to ensure that we work over the holiday, and we also get a float holiday for doing so.
But yeah, guys, when we go to conventions for Pokemon stuff, I thought a way I could get rid of a lot of my extra cards, and I can just trade them to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Meanwhile, I'm going to be trying to sell a lot of my cards on Marketplace or eBay, and then restarting. Because, like, I've got way too many extra cards, and it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, older bro actually has more than me. I have 2 10s worth, but I probably would have had
2 10s? Like, 2 of those 10s?
2 of those big 10s, yeah.
Fucking hell! How do you only have 2 of those 10s? I have, like, 10.
Again, the only reason I don't have 3 or 4 is because I gave away a lot of my extra ones in high school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that's way more. That's like 20, 22.
But anyways, so that's how I'm going to contribute in Pokemon cards. I'm literally going to trade my extras away. I'm sure there's a lot of cards some of you need.
Oh, that sucks, Mr. B. I thought they usually always required it to be 2 weeks to when something like this happens. Because that just sucks. Ugh.
But yeah. Actually, I should be getting I should be working on a 3rd extra 10 soon. Because you still haven't gone through the extra cards I gave you.
Yeah, I know. Look, man, I'm not allowed to go through those cards until you go through the other stupid set you haven't bought yet to get new cards so that I can go through those cards so that then I can go through your cards. Like, we are stuck. Also, I'm trying to go through all the rest of these, and then I'm going to go through my stack there. Then I'm going to go through as many of those cards as I can. But I'm going to keep them separate.
Yeah. So, yeah, those cards you bought, I'm going to have to go through them too. Guys, yeah, Older Bro has a system, and I think it's the 3rd 10. The 3rd 10 are the cards he needs to trade to me, because I gave him a bunch of...
yeah, one is incoming. One is me to me. One's me to me. One's younger bro to me, and one's me to younger bro. I have way too many. It was not that many, Croc.
It was only a case worth. Like, guys, I have a box worth of Pokemon cards. And it's still going.
Like, Croc, give me a second. I will take a photo of all the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, Older Bro has a lot more Pokemon cards than me.
Yeah, I need to count how many Pokemon cards I have.
Like,
I think you're actually much closer to me than you think you are now. But
well, now,
but it's
no, you still have way more than me. You have definitely a lot more older cards than me.
Yeah, how many did I actually send you, Croc?
Probably like 1,000.
Yes. Yeah, could be. Rounded up to 400. Oh yeah, I've got way more Pokemon cards than that. That is really nothing, I promise you, Croc.
Yeah, according to
I probably have over 5,000 Pokemon cards if I had to guess. I have no clue.
You have probably closer to 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me, actually, then that would make me a little closer to you now. I have a little over 5,000 cards, according to Pokelector.
Yeah, I haven't used like any of the Poke sorting card
Well,
systems because
yeah.
that's a pain in the ass, and also I haven't finished sorting them.
But that's actually no. I have closer. I have four. I have four. I have a little over 4,000.
See, I gave Croc so many cards, he now can actually host tournaments. Or at least, like, game night with friends.
Yeah, so guys, if I had to average my cards out, I would probably have about 4,500 cards. I'm very close to 5,000. I'm going to get a hell of a lot more cards when December rolls around.
Yeah, Croc, no, trust me. I have way more Pokemon card extras than that.
Yeah, guys, Older Bro's extra card collection is bigger than a set.
That's not a joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 21 cases of extra cards. Some of them are not completely full, but most of them are. So I would say I have around 20 tins of just extra cards.
Yeah, meanwhile, I would probably have
like
3 or 4 full big tins, which is probably not even half of
I was going to say, how many of
has.
those tins do you think you have of your normal cards? If you tried to put them in those tins as tightly as possible.
If I had to put them in those tins, 1, 2. It'd probably take about 5 tins to put all
of the
cards.
small. No, I'm not saying your extra cards.
Ones.
I'm saying those small tins.
Oh.
Your non-extra cards. Like, how many of those do you think it would take to fill your set? Yeah, it's like I don't
only fit about like 200 or so.
Oh no! You can fit like 200 cards on one of these. This is like 200 cards.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just check that.
Then you can fit around 600 cards, maybe more.
Okay, it's about 100. This is 100 sleeved cards. So maybe about 150 unsleeved cards in one of these.
Yeah, so it would take around maybe 300 cards then.
So I think you could fit with that. You could probably fit about 400, maybe 500 cards in one of those tins.
Yeah, it would still take half of your tins.
Yeah. So it's like I have more extra cards than Younger Bro has cards. Like, that's insane.
I mean, you could just give them to me and I'll
no.
go trade them with people.
No. Do you guys have any Well, okay. Actually, I might not be against that, but hold on. Do you guys have any Bakugan?
I used to, but when I moved out from the house I lived with my mom, I lost them all.
Yeah.
I even had the figures.
I never was into Bakugan. I think I might have had one around the house, like when I was a young kid, but I was never into Bakugan.
Yeah, I would like
yeah.
to get back into it, guys, if we get room. Like, I just can't collect any other sets. Like, I want to get into Dragon Ball cards, and I can't collect them because I just don't have room for them.
Yeah, I'll say I'm not as against that as I might have been a while ago, because one of the problems is that I don't buy a lot of cards, and we used to have our system of, like, we're trading 1 for 1. And it's like, that's kind of impossible now, because you do way more buying than I do. So, like, I'm not necessarily against just saying you can have any of the extra cards and for trading purposes as you want, as long as I get the extras the other way. Because, like, but that's a different question we have to ask later, and I would like to sort things before that comes up.
Oh you had a Drago. I think I had that card. Not card. I think I had the Bakugan, actually.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
But, yeah, I had probably 10 or more Bakugans. I had a lot of cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never took good care of them, though. They were always in a toy box somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, would you believe I didn't realize the value in such things until I started collecting Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
But guys, I would have loved to have all of my stuff, but unfortunately, even if I kept it all, it would probably just be in a bag in my closet if I could have even fit it in there. If I couldn't, it would be in a bag out in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, guys, I have that small of a room.
It's pretty small.
Like,
It is small.
It's bigger than my sister's, but she doesn't have much of a smaller room than me. Like, older bro and my parents have the biggest rooms in the house.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of want them to. You know that space where Roscoe has his cage?
Yeah.
I kind of want them to convert that space right there into a room. I'd be downstairs and I'd have more room.
Well, okay, wait, which... I don't think I've seen where his new cage location is. I'm thinking of the one upstairs. So he has one back where the computer is, back where the fireplace is.
Okay, so Roscoe has his cage in the room next to the kitchen. Like, just before you hit the big glass dome that we have.
The dining room? It's not there anymore.
No, it's still there.
They put a dresser there that has, like, food and stuff in it.
Yeah, and then they moved Roscoe's cage right next to the couch in the dining room.
Right next to the couch? Okay. We're talking the couch in the other side room. The room that's a different room.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a different room.
Well,
it's like an entryway. It's basically the family room.
It's the other living room that we have.
Yeah, it's a room for greeting guests.
Yeah, that space.
Yeah, that is a room. It's just interconnected.
Yeah, I think that space is bigger than my current room.
Maybe. Okay, have a good night, Croc.
See you, Croc.
You gotta understand, like this, like I am not gonna keep this space. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, and it'll sound like a well, yeah, duh thing, but like I'm not gonna keep this space when we move out. Like, my immediate thought for how we're gonna handle a house is that if there is a master bedroom and bathroom, that might end up being where the recording space is and streaming space is. We might end up having very small rooms.
In that case, all my equipment's in
exactly.
Room,
but yeah,
I will
exactly. All it's saying for me, it's like my room will be that plus like
we'll
a few other things.
Whole house to put stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
There's very little issue.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you that like it's kind of weird as things are.
The other thing I thought was we can expand my room and their room.
Mm-hmm.
This way. We have room up there. We could do it.
They don't want to go into any home renovation stuff of that scale.
At least not yet.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea is that I think once we move out, their plan is to downsize into a smaller house.
Yeah.
That doesn't have 2 floors, so that she doesn't have to climb up and downstairs. So unlikely that will happen.
yeah, guys, we don't know when we're gonna move out yet. It will probably be after I pay off my car or truck payment, depending on what my new car is gonna be.
Yeah, younger bro needs to be at his job for a little while so that we have enough built up to actually afford a place.
Yeah, my old boss told me we need at least 15,000 before we're ready to move out.
Yeah, depending on exactly where we are and where we're looking.
Yes.
So, I guess that does tell anyone we do not live in LA and we do not live in upstate New York.
Nope.
Which, if you thought we did,
that's funny.
You're insane.
Yeah, guys, we would never want to live in a city ever.
Well, that's not true. We technically live in a city. It's just that you're thinking of a mega city, like something like New York or LA or cities that are like, we'll call the way I like to describe them is world cities. They're cities that are like some of the biggest cities in the world.
Sorry, guys, I bumped them.
But like,
happen a lot more.
See, this is what sucks. The U.S. does not have terms for different size cities of this stature. It's like if you live in a place that has 1,000 people, that can be a city. And if you live in a place with 100,000 people, that's still a city.
But yeah,
there isn't a universal sizing system. It's like, okay, well, under 500 people is like a township, and above this is like 500 to 1,500 is a town.
Like I think
something.
I think the closest we'd ever live to a big city is like the outskirts.
Yeah.
Like sort of the country, but not really.
You're thinking of suburbs.
Yeah, the suburbs. Rockin' suburbs.
Yeah, I think it's more likely we'll end up in closer to the city than you think, but we'll see.
I just don't think I'd enjoy that life.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it's something we'll have to look at as we're looking for something.
Alright, moving on. So my trainer, at work.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's weird that he's training me.
Okay.
Because he's only worked there about 2 years.
I mean,
normally it's the most experienced guy that trains you there.
Okay. I mean, look, 2 years isn't that. Well, isn't like short though.
But I'm just saying, usually the guy that trains.
Yeah.
He worked there for 20 years.
Gotcha. But
they stuck me with him. I don't know why. I think it's because he's around my age, even though he's not. If I had to bet, he's around 40.
Okay.
And he's a pretty chill dude. Like,
But they just thought that you'd learn better from him or something?
Maybe they thought I wouldn't understand old people.
I don't know. Weird.
Which is funny, because literally the oldest guy there, I was talking to you about him the other day, he plays video games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, only in the winter, but still.
Yep.
Yeah, again, they're all a bunch of great guys.
Yeah.
Yep, so one thing about your job, you gotta love working there, and I don't love it, but I do like it.
It's an improvement.
Definitely an improvement over the last job. The last job, it was hard work, but it was easy, but they just made it harder because they thought I was doing stuff wrong.
Yeah. Again, like I gave the best explanation. Somebody at work was talking about that, where they were like, "Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense." But yeah, it's like, again, what they wanted wasn't 100%. They wanted 67%. They wanted it to be sufficient.
And no, I didn't swing that way.
Yeah.
Like, I gave them the closest to what they wanted.
You did as much as you could to give them what they wanted, and it's just like, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, because they were literally telling me you need to do your job less.
Yep.
And guys, that's not following health code laws.
That's fair, and they can get shut down for it.
Yeah, they can. And honestly, they might have. I know Marsh did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Many stores have been shut down, but a lot of times the stores don't shut down for being like health code violations. They didn't get shut down because they just go bankrupt.
I think no.
You think that store actually went out for health code specifically?
It actually did.
Wow. And the thing is, a lot of those are the same people, aren't they? Didn't you say that a lot of those people have been there since the previous store? So yeah, they're not going to get any better if they're just like
the same people.
It's the same people. It's like, nope, throw them out.
I'm beginning to understand why a lot of my friends left that job as soon as possible.
Yep, that's not good. It's a good intro job, in that it is a good job to get experience from, and then immediately leave.
Yeah, the only thing I miss from that job is all the people I talked to.
Yeah.
That's it. I hated that they were treating me with a lot of praise and then just turned it all around.
Yep.
Like, I hated that.
Yep.
Kind of made me feel that I wasn't doing a good job.
Yeah.
Even though I knew I was.
Yeah.
Like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. By the way, we're now dropping frames, so it does look like it is starting around when we start streaming. And it's a regular thing. So I think it is just a lot of people getting on in the evenings at around that time. Which means there isn't much we can do about it.
This is why we record at the same time.
Yep. That's why we fixed the problem in our own way. But it does mean that if you're watching our streams, that's like, you get to watch the live, broken, sad version. But, you get to interact with us, and we get to answer questions, and have fun together.
By the way, guys, there is a vote for whether or not to continue Fossil Fighters. If you want to vote on that, go to our Discord page. It will be posted on Twitter very soon once the episode
goes live.
Yes.
Yep. It'll also be in. You can also say whatever stuff in the comments, and we'll take it into account. So.
Yep. It also counts on the YouTube comments.
Yep. So, as a reminder. Younger Bro is totally for returning to the game because he enjoys it, and I am very against returning to the game because I am sick and tired of this game already. Just
like that's why we're taking a break from it
yep.
now.
And I appreciate it. It's just too much of that game.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna move it to a mobile series. Older Bro's clearly not enjoying it anymore, and
well, it's not even that. I think one of the... So...
It was just going to drag on.
Yeah. One of the problems with our mindset of gaming. A lot of channels focus on, they play the game for a few weeks and then stop. And that sucks if you really want to see somebody beat the game. But it has a very good side of, you can't be burned out of a game if you play it for a couple weeks and then stop playing it. Because you just ended it. Like, it's never around long enough for you to get tired of. So, and there is always something to be said in entertainment. One of the core facets is you should always leave somebody wanting more. The problem with us is that we like finishing the game. We want to get them to beat them. But it does mean that when we have games like this, or games like Fossil Fighters, where they drag on and drag on and drag on, and it's not a game like Shiny Hunting where we're just there to talk, and it doesn't matter if it drags on, because it's just a podcast, basically. but it's a game that's actually about the gameplay and enjoying the gameplay, it becomes kind of a problem when we get to 40, 50 plus hours in the game and we've run out of things to talk about and it's just grinding one single thing until we get past it. And it just becomes a slog.
But it was still fun, though. Like,
yeah.
We still met a lot of new people.
Yeah,
and they made it fun.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, guys, I want to go on record. I in no way really wanted to end the series. I only did it so that I would stop torturing older bro.
Yeah, so I think it was, I'll say it this way, I think it was a good time to end the series. I think one of the things...
close to 50, so
yeah.
We would have had to go on break anyway.
I was going to say, I think the 50 episodes is a good guideline, and there should be sometimes when we say, like, no, again, we're always allowed to say, like, oh, we're near the end, we can go past it, and we're having fun with it and actively engaging with it. We can go a little bit longer. But I think there needs to be that same thing with going shorter. We should come to a point where we're saying, this game is getting grindy, we're 40 episodes in, like, we can put it on break early. So I think we do need to have, that's what I'm saying, I think we need to have that as a concept that we think about regularly, of, like, is this series something we need to put on break for early?
By the way, there was very, very few times that I actually got pissed off at boss fighting.
Yeah, it's not a game, I'll say it this way, I will agree with you, it's a pretty nice, calm game that it's very difficult to get pissed off about.
Because it is just stupid how powerful these teams are.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get pissed off at it because you know you're going to lose.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, you aren't angry about it, it's just...
You don't know how to do better. Like, that's what you get mad at.
Yeah, so it's like, there wasn't much we could get angry about, but it was, again, a slog of just... Let's go and get fossils and give them to the robot, to go and get fossils and give them to the robot, to go and get fossils and give them to the robot, to fight Knick-Knack, to leave, to fight Knick-Knack, to leave, to fight Knick-Knack, to leave. We actually didn't end up leaving. We just fought Knick-Knack, to fight Knick-Knack, to fight Knick-Knack, and it's like, okay.
But it wasn't a bad grind. Like, it didn't take us that long.
It didn't take that long. The grind did not. But the fossil, hunting and what's the other part? The cleaning. The fossil cleaning. That was very much a grind. So it was just like, oh,
by the way, guys,
God.
I have determined that even if I bring the series back, a lot of people recommended that I use Comso. The problem with that is I'm going up against Swordhead, and his last team are a bunch of defense-heavy fire-type dinosaurs. They could one-tap Comso. And then my effects would be gone.
Yeah, I think the correct course of action is you have to get Duna and Rapsin.
Yeah. That's my...
So, and to do that, you have to get all 100 dinosaurs before Dino and Raptin. Or before Raptin and Duna.
I actually had a conversation about this with one on our Discord.
Yeah.
And he recommended 2 dinosaurs. I haven't looked at their stats or anything like that. It's just, I asked him, if I do bring this series back, is there any dinosaurs that could beat Swordhead? He's like, this team's always good against him. And I'm like, okay, I will try.
Yeah.
He only recommended 2 dinosaurs, but I know the other dinosaur to have is Friggy.
Yeah.
Because he talked about it on stream.
Yeah, that's...
the same dinosaurs he was recommending.
Yeah, so... Yeah, it's not... I want to say it's not that I think it's completely impossible to beat Swordhead.
I know it's not
or Dino.
because I've beaten him.
But I don't think it's completely impossible to beat Swordhead. I don't think it's completely possible to beat Dino 3. But when you look at those teams and it's just like, oh good, I'm taking minus 140 points to my stats and they have plus 70.
You know the funny thing?
Fuck.
I've beaten Dino 3 before.
Yeah.
And how I did it was, I think I just used the type advantage dinosaurs against them, and I did actually win. Yeah. I think I also beat him a second time before, and at that time, that was the first time, like, that was my first profile.
Yeah.
No, sorry, second. My second profile was the one I had the most fun. I had Duna and Raptin. Mm-hmm. So I went and fought Dino with them.
Yes, and that's the thing. It's that you kind of, you almost have to. because they give so good of stats that you almost have to use them because they give the plus 77 and the minus 77 to everything. It's just like
take the Fossil Fighters guide book out of here.
Yep.
So yeah, guys, I love the first two Fossil Fighters games. I am happy to continue them as long as I can.
Yeah. So
like, I would go far as to say I'll move into a mobile series and 100% fossils if I could.
Yeah, but
I technically could.
But it's damn near impossible.
The problem is I would need to have a consistency with the robot on emulator.
Yeah.
I would need a consistency of level 100 fossils from it.
And again, he can give level 100 fossils.
And I would need to be able to 100% all the red fossils. On emulator,
Good luck with that.
no.
Yeah.
So, guys, unless I have a Katsu Kitty
equivalent
DS,
yeah,
I cannot 100% Fossil Fighters, even though I would be willing to do it. Because I do enjoy the game that much.
Yeah, the problem is that we just don't have the correct hardware, and I do really hope the correct hardware comes out eventually. I don't like I want to be clear. I don't like the Retron, like Hyperkin's Retron. They tend to be known for being pretty shitty hardware, but while they are pretty shitty, they still are 5-in-1 emulators that are very easy to get another one of. If you need another Retron 5, it's very easy to get another Retron 5.
Because it's not that expensive.
Yeah. So, and no one else is really doing what they do. So, let me be clear to say, as much as I do think the Retron is kind of a shitty piece of hardware that they could do better on, I really hope that once the patents completely expire on the DS and 3DS in their entirety, that there is a Retron GBA, Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
You would need Game Boy Color, Game Boy...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, 5-in-1 handheld emulator.
That you could record.
Yeah. The problem with DS, 3DS specifically is that DS and 3DS games need a second screen. So the problem is Retron has two options. Either they make a handheld that you plug into that you plug into via a cord to a console to the TV, or they do basically what RetroArch does, where they make it so that you have the ability on the TV to display both screens, and you can, with the controller, do the the second screen stuff, which means inherently you'd have the exact same problem. So, I don't know what the best answer is.
But, yeah, luckily, Champions... I don't think when we do Champions, it's going to be... levels of bad.
There is technically a way I could do it. There is a way I can do DS and 3DS emulation, but to do it would be a pain in the ass in a different way. Because there are consoles, like for example, there's the Odin Pro or whatever, those consoles that are basically emulator handhelds.
There's those consoles that have the game pre-downloaded on them.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, there's a console out there that's, what it does is it's like a handheld console that you can install RetroArch on. So what we could do is get one of those handhelds and get RetroArch install and play the handheld games on a handheld emulator. But I don't know if even that would be as good as the DS outright.
My problem with it is you would never be like, say if we played Pokemon.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to transfer up or even trade.
Yeah. So it's like,
So even if we shiny hunted in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I want to do.
Yeah.
You can't. I would have to literally use my action replay to get us those Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I could do it, guys. I can get them same stats and same everything, just it would be action replayed, and I would feel like it'd be less valuable.
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I have my fair share of hacked Pokemon in this game. Like, I do have them, but I didn't make them. I get them from people.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's
obviously,
how I've always done it.
Yeah. And like, there's also obviously like the old school action replays that allowed you to like
Turn all the Pokemon
yeah,
shiny.
like
I love
yeah,
that in Black and White.
yeah, like set shiny to be 100% and stuff like that. So those aren't even really hacked Pokemon. That's just you.
No.
That's you basically ran a. That's basically you ran a cheat a cheat code, like old school cheat codes on the game.
Like, you can do that now in Sun and Moon and up.
Yeah.
You can do that right now, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on DS and maybe 3DS, I don't know. I've not seen it done on 3DS.
Yeah.
But on DS, I know there is commands for both Black and White and Black and White 2 where you set the Pokemon to be all shiny. Like, you just encounter all shiny Pokemon in grasses and Overworld if they had it, but I don't think they did.
No.
Like, that was awesome, and that's where a lot of my Black and White shinies came from.
Yeah.
What I hated was, even though I took really good care of my action replay, like my last one for my DS, it still ended up breaking. I don't.
Yeah, they're not.
It broke. I think I accidentally got water on it or something.
Yeah, they're not the greatest hardware.
Oh, and get this. So the action replays for the DSs right now.
Yeah.
Some of them just don't really exist online anymore. Like, it's very hard to get them. And when I do find them, they're like $200.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's insane.
I mean, Nintendo really doesn't like game modifications in any way.
I know, but guys, one day I will just sacrifice a paycheck to get that action replay because I loved it.
Yeah, but
where the heck is this?
Oh, by the way, guys, I want you to know there are 2 action replays on the DS.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are exactly the same, even though the box art could be different. They are exactly the fucking same.
Uh-huh.
Because I got both of them. There's one called the Pro 3DS Action Replay, and there's one called just 3DS Action Replay. They are exactly the same. No difference. None.
Cool.
Not even physically. Like, physically they're no different, and the codes that they have on them, no different.
Interesting.
Oh, I can confirm that there is no cheat to turn every Pokemon in-game shiny in the world.
Yeah.
Because I have the 3DS cheat.
Yeah, Nintendo got rid of those.
Yeah, so the only thing you can do is you can hack in you owning every Pokemon, then changing all their variables to be shiny.
Yeah, and again, that's also not really like a hacked Pokemon in the sense of like, because again, all Pokemon can be shiny, whether they exist legally or not. We have eliminated the stink bug, guys.
Oh. You just got tired of it.
Yeah. Well, no, it landed on the ground finally.
Oh. But still, yes, you got tired of it.
Well, yes. I've had them land, like, literally on my bed at night. So, like...
I mean, they don't hurt you.
No, but they're very annoying, and I'm just like, I want them to go away.
I don't even know how bugs really get in my room when I have... Like, they get in through my window, and I have it, like, completely sealed off. Like, you've seen the amount of tape I have.
Yeah, not good enough.
But yeah, they get in through my door now. Like, they get in under the door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I can't put anything there, so... Yeah, if I could make it not a bi-directional door, then I would.
Not a bi-directional door? That's...
I mean, that's kind of what it is. Like, it opens both ways.
Yeah, I mean, oh, okay, I see what you... I get what you mean. It goes out and in. I thought you were saying, like, if I could make it so that this door only let things out, but didn't let things in. It's like, how the fuck would that even work?
No. I'm saying, like, there's only, like, one way to open and...
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know if that would resolve the problem.
I mean, it would make my door longer, but maybe by hair, so it would help a little bit, but not by much.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you know I have... You know that I have a lot of Pokemon card extras when I have 10s set aside for every Pokemon type. And not only do I have most of them full, except for, like, I think Dragon and Fairy, because they were the newest types. But not only do I have most of them full, but I actually have separate 10s for all the energy cards for each type. And some of them are full. It's...
By the way, did you actually find cards that needed to be in your set?
I think I have found a total... Okay, I found maybe 1 or 2. But mostly no. The only cards... Those cards up there, though, I have not gone through. Because all those cards up there are...
The newer sets.
No. All those cards are the tiny sets. They're the McDonald's promotional cards and the championship decks and the half decks and stuff like that. Those I've separated out. Because I have to completely relook at how those are done. So those might just be... Those might have a lot of cards in them that are extra or not extra. So... But yeah, outside of those, I think I have found maybe 2. And the only one that I can guarantee, because I can't remember if I had another one, but the one I know I got was just it was one of those, it's from the oldest set, where it had a 1999 and a 1999-2000, and I did not have both of them.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, that's the level of precision we're looking at.
Yep, and that's probably what I'll have to look at, too. Because, yeah, I remember I've gone through every single one of your extra cards at least twice now. It would make the third time for me to go through all the cards.
Yeah, it sucks. But I can guarantee after this that there are no extras.
By the way, you also sorting your extra cards to be in the sets.
Mostly. No. I am not sorting them by set. I am keeping them as by type right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to start sorting them by set after I get rid of all these.
Yeah, because that's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah.
but the reason I haven't done it now is because I want my binders first.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get all the binders I need for my set to do it.
Yep.
And guys, I'm going to buy those like a little over time.
Yeah. Binders are not cheap anymore.
Yeah, like the binders I buy is like $40 each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of them apparently are from the same guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize.
Oh, am I hitting?
Are you hitting the couch? Or are you hitting the straps?
I'm hearing a twing. Like it. I'm wondering if I'm hitting the straps. But I can't tell.
Alright, if you're sitting up and you're scooting your back along the chair, then you're probably hitting the straps. I know it would save me time to not release these shiny Pokemon, but I do not care. I am not the A-Drive. Because what A-Drive does is he doesn't keep his shiny... Okay, he doesn't keep that many shiny Pokemon in his games. He empties out all of his boxes, puts them at home, and then just shiny hunts from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it is. But I can't figure out how I'm doing it.
Probably just scooting weird.
We already did it really loudly.
Scoop boogie.
It happens even when I go in and out. Sometimes. It's like... That's weird.
Got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I hit the door running.
What?
I'm singing Birds and Dunn song.
Oh. Cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to move the chair a little bit.
Yeah, I think what's gonna pick up the mic now is me adjusting this fucking pillow that won't stay put.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll wear out the straps enough to where it doesn't snap back as often.
Yeah. That's fair. But hey, it's much quieter than the other bit.
Yeah, the squeaking of the other chairs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. By the way, guys, I don't know if I said I actually don't like Shiny Cinderace.
Yeah.
Like, it is so... It's not bad, but it's not good either.
Yeah.
It's just like, just something about it just don't look right.
It just rubs him the wrong way.
Like, that's Shiny Cinderace.
Oh, it's because it's black.
Yeah, that might be part of it.
You aren't supposed to agree to that!
Well, they make a lot of their fire-type starter Pokemon, or like the big ones, just their shiny is black.
Yeah.
So, like
black and gray
a
and
lot
stuff
of
like
the
that.
times they look good.
The
But
Cinderace
what I
doesn't.
don't like is it's a lighter kind of like.
It's
black.
supposed to look sooty.
Yeah, it looks like soot, and it's like, no, it doesn't look good on that Pokemon.
That's fair. I can't argue with that.
Like, if they would have made it, like, Charizard levels of black, I think it would have been a lot better.
Well, the problem is Charizard can get away with it because he's, like...
A dragon?
No, a fan favorite.
I mean, Cinderace is too. But I think they just ruined their shiny.
I think it's the
armrest. Did you not screw it in all the way?
I thought I did. It might not have been.
Yeah, that's.
I'll try to tighten it really down.
That's what happened on my chair. I noticed that they. Okay, how it's supposed to appear on the chair is it's supposed to be in, like, where the screw is. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be over this nut. Mm-hmm. And if it's not, you didn't screw it in all the way. Like, I actually had to push the armchair in to see just how much.
Oh, no, that I knew.
Yeah, just how much it wasn't, like, screwed in.
Yeah.
Like,
the arms are not, they're not the right shape, basically. The arms are, like, off when you put them on. So you have to, like...
I kind of hate how these are not adjustable.
Yeah, they're self-adjusting. Like, they, when you adjust the chair, they adjust with you. Yeah. Okay, give me a second, guys. There's no good way to take these back apart, though. There's no real way to pop these out.
But yeah, guys, I want you to know I've been moving in this chair a lot, and there's no squeak. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I do not miss our old chairs. These were a better upgrade, even though I don't really like the material of this. Like, this is like some kind of leather. I like the softer leather, and that's not what this is.
Yeah, this is like a medium leather.
Yeah.
So
if this was softer, oh, I'd probably love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm so bored of watching things, I have resorted to watching my own Pokemon card openings.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just stop, man. Just stop.
Yeah, here's the thing, like, I am a person who is always multitasking, pretty much. Mm-hmm. I have to have something else on while I'm doing other things. Like, I have finally adapted to the point where I can play Hatsune Miku and have something else on. Because, guys, Hatsune Miku kind of, requires a lot of focus. Like,
yeah.
If you're even, like, a second off, you'll miss a tile.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently I got better at the game.
Yeah.
So, a lot of the songs on Extreme on Hatsune Miku DX, ones that I thought, okay, I could not get a higher score on, I beat all the records the other day.
Oh, cool.
I got S or better. Yeah.
Cool.
And I perfected one of them too. No, I perfected two of them. So, yeah, guys, I'm getting better at game.
Woo!
Just took me forever. But I do know one thing. There are several Extreme songs I know I can never perfect. So I'm at least getting an A rank on it. Which is
difficult.
Third lowest rank.
Yeah.
And I can't do that with the Gengakuza.
Yeah.
The one with the red dress, the red the one I like.
Yeah.
That song, no, I could probably get S rank if it was tap mode.
Yeah.
In fact, I may have, but I cannot do it in button mode. Because guys, you don't understand. My problem with that song is in DX there is no rhythm. None.
This is the rhythm of screw you.
Guys, the song is probably easier in Megamix, and I just don't know it.
How wouldn't you know it at that point, though?
Well, because I haven't done any of the other modes in Megamix. I've only done easy mode. Well, okay, I've done a little bit of normal, but that's because some of the songs don't have an easy mode. So, I've done all the way up to normal. I have not seen these songs on hard or extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, I can tell you that in Megamix, I don't think I'll be able to clear anything over hard with perfect. Because I barely managed to perfect some extremes on Diva X. And Megamix is a lot harder than that game.
Yeah.
Because what they do is, with each song, they have a section of the song where it goes up a level. Like
So it's infinite mode.
No, it goes from easy to hard just in the middle of the song.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So it's like an easy song, but like there's just that one section where it's like I'm gonna upgrade this part to normal, in the middle of the song, but then go back to easy for the end of the song.
That's what makes Megamix harder. It doesn't help that they don't use line tracks like DX, but
that's kind of beside the point.
Besides that, guys, I love Hatsune Miku. I love it enough. Even if I don't perfect the songs, I would still play it. But
yeah, but it is difficult sometimes.
Sometimes, like, I can guarantee you, I probably couldn't perfect most extreme songs in Megamix, even if I got good at the game.
Yeah.
Because, guys, in Diva X, there was a song I just couldn't clear. Because there was no other modes for it. It was just extreme, and it's either you clear it with enough points or you don't. And I've gotten close, but I was never good enough to clear it, ever. Not even on my own time. Like, I would play it for hours and days trying to clear it, and I got close, but I never got there.
Yeah.
I gave up on it.
So, just to be clear with those cards. So, you're only wanting me to hold off on the newest set, or are you wanting me to keep those cards completely separate, even if I have boxes for them?
What?
That set over there, the one that we just opened, you talked about keeping separate the new set.
Okay.
Because you hadn't gotten that set yet.
Lost Origin?
Yeah. So you said you wanted me to keep my cards from Lost Origin separate until you'd gotten some. Just so that you could see the Lost Origin cards. That's just for Lost Origin, though. Everything else you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just keep your Lost Origin cards.
Perfect, I can do that. So.
Like, I've seen all the cards in the set, but I want to go get my...
You want your hands on it first. Yeah. Gotcha.
Guys,
Guys, you'll figure out what that means when we get to that video.
They're about to have another new set. It's going to be called Silver Tempest. And one of the mascots is going to be Lugia. And their Lugia card looks like a Legends card.
I was going to say, Silver Tempest. Tempest sounds like Legends. So
Yeah. So
they could be doing a Legends throwback.
There's a full art Lugia V card.
I want them... I want the Pokemon Company to get over themselves. What I want them to do is bring back Shadow cards. I want there to be Not in the same way. Like I know they brought back some for Generations or the throwback sets. Yeah, Celebrations. I know they brought back some of those cards for those sets, but I want them to do like Shadow Lugia, Shadow Ho-Oh box sets. Like do a Team Rocket.
Was there a Shadow Lugia Pokemon card?
I don't think there was.
I thought that was a promo.
If there was, it was a promo for the movie. But I would like to see them do a Rocket Triumphant. Well, no. Sorry, for the game. There might have been like a. Sorry, no. But they might have done like something for that. But otherwise, I don't think so. It's like, yeah, I would like to see them get over their fear of like. I do not understand their hesitation with making that a thing.
They just don't want to bring back old ideas, I guess.
I don't get that. Like some ideas,
everybody clearly loves them because of what happened in Pokemon Go.
It's like a lot. Yeah, Niantic knows what people want, but that's what I'm saying. It's like people like I don't think it's untrue to say that people enjoyed like the Mega Pokemon and people enjoyed the Shadow Pokemon. I think if they brought those two back as more regular reoccurring ideas, no one would be angry about that.
I do kind of hate that they went beyond Mega Evolution. Like, for Sword and Shield, it's like, why didn't you just make new Mega Evolution Pokemon?
Because they didn't.
They wanted a new thing.
They wanted a new thing. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they should stop having new things. I think it's good that every generation they try to have a new thing. You don't want to make the franchise too stale. Yeah. But at the same time...
temporary thing.
Yeah. But I think it's perfectly fine to say, okay, these ideas are good enough that we could run with them and make them more regular things within the meta. Like Pokemon Arceus has now shown that they have finally realized that they can just change everything about the franchise. And people will be okay with it.
Like, Arceus did what I wanted them to do for a long time, which is make an open world Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Oh my
god,
it was so good.
And that's the thing. It's like I like a lot of the ideas in Arceus. I hope that going forward in all Pokemon games, they keep the side quests. I hope that they have like more stuff that you go into people's houses and they're like, "Oh, hey, you're one of those gym challengers. Hey, I need this thing. Can you go do it? I'll give you a reward." Like, make the NPCs more worthwhile to talk to. Because 99% of the NPCs in every Pokemon game just say random shit that does not matter. It might be cool to read sometimes, but a lot of the times it's just nothingness. It's stuff that, if you've played the games before, has no meaning to you. It's like, oh yeah, do you know you can heal by using a potion? It's like, I get that there are a lot of new people, and a lot of people don't know that, and you have to put that kind of stuff in the game. I'm not saying you should get rid of it. But let's also give some actual real side quests. Like, that was one of the best things they put in Arceus, was the fact that people would actually give you side quests, and you'd have to go do stuff in the world based on what they wanted. Pokemon realized that they're an RPG, and they can give RPG quests. It's a fucking miracle. So it's like, I desperately do not want them to throw that idea out. Every game going forward should have the idea. Same thing with the moves.
Scarlet and Violet, it looks like it is still going to be an open world game at least.
Yeah, so it's like, but yeah, the open world aspect I don't care as much, because the thing with a regular Pokemon game, unless they completely get rid of the gems and the and like Team Rocket equivalents and like the Elite Four, it's like you're always gonna need some goal that you're going towards that makes it not open world. But like, I do like the fact that there's less walls. Like, Arceus wasn't completely open world, but it was like much more expansive in where you can go and walk. There's many fewer walls.
So, moving on to a different topic. Okay. I was very, very ticked off today.
Yeah.
So, You know how I talked about how Jurassic World Aftermath is coming to the Switch?
Sure.
Digital only.
Oh.
I thought they said they were going to do a physical copy.
Yeah.
They scrapped it.
My God.
I was so pissed. Because I was going to buy it for the Switch if it was going to have a physical copy. Because that way I owned the game in case, Oculus Quest got rid of it.
Or the Oculus Quest went away.
Yeah. So now I could do it. Like, I could just keep the game on my Switch.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because I already have a lot of games I have to keep on my Switch. And I don't want to add to it.
That's fair.
Well, I don't want to add a game that I already own on Oculus.
Yeah.
So I just don't see a reason to get it anymore. If they
That's fair.
unscrap that idea, I will be happy to buy it again.
Yeah. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. But no, so so I really hope they keep their side quests. I hope that they keep their more open atmosphere of you can there are many fewer walls in the world.
RCSOs.
There were still maps that you couldn't exit except by one point. So it was still technically walled, but it was much larger.
I think Scarlet and Violet
is gonna have almost no walls. It's looking very open.
One giant map.
Yeah, we'll see. But also, and I cannot stress this enough. But I also can't stress this enough. I really do not want them to get rid of how Pokemon moves worked in Arceus. Specifically with the once you learn a move, you do not forget it. They just completely delete out the move tutor and move relearner and shit like that. And it's just when you learn a move, you can only actively use 4, but you have access to all of them.
Yeah, I'm very worried about it because they are going to have a TM system in the game.
Yeah, it's like I desperately I'm fine with them having TMs, but I desperately want it to be you have the TM and you learn it, and then if you overwrite the move, the TM stays in your list forever. Do not get rid of that list. That was the best fucking innovation you've made. I doubt that they're gonna have the Arceus' specific combat system.
Okay, what would make me happy is if the TMs broke, then what these TMs should be used for are to give Pokemon these moves early. Say, if a Pokemon can eventually learn Thunder, and you go get the TM Thunder, and you give it to, say, a Luxray, and then the TM breaks, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, but I'm not certain. Or more specifically, I don't know if they're gonna keep the strong and agile style. I don't know if they're gonna keep that for the new Pokemon games, and I'm not super upset if they don't.
I think the strong and agile style was kind of Arceus' thing.
Yeah, it's I thought that was a cool way of shaking up the formula where you have all your moves, but they also have strong and agile style. That was kind of cool. But if that goes away, that's not a big deal to me. But do not get rid of the Pokemon list where or the list of all your moves where do not put back the move deleter and move relearner shit. Get rid of it. It is not worth keeping.
I remember how surprised by it I was.
It was a fucking genius idea. Just give us a list, and then we can choose whenever we want, and that's it. It's a simple idea. It's easy, focus tested, it works. Don't change it. I know that they are almost certainly not going to bring back Mega Pokemon in this new game. They are not going to put Shadow Pokemon in this new game. It's going to be either a new mechanic or no mechanic. But
again, right now the only thing I'm hating about these games is they're coming out next month.
Yes, they are coming out way too early. But again, it's done. Whether it's early or not, it's done. Okay? It's coming out. Unless they announce next week they're delaying it, it's done. So I can sit back and complain all I want that it's like they should come out next year. Give it more time. But it's the Pokemon Company. They go when they go.
Yeah,
So
it only sucks for us guys because I still have a lot of Pokemon games I have to import, and I now can't do a few of them because of...
Yep. And it's possible you may never get to import those games. They may never give you the chance. So
At
you
that
might...
point, I might delay a new game just to do it.
Yeah, it's like just... at some point, you're just going to have to accept that Pokemon is the largest franchise in the world because it is the most tightly scheduled franchise in the world.
Yeah, that's why I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, we can play more than one Pokemon game at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm just at the point where I'm like, we might just have to not play a Pokemon game. It's like if we're forced to say we're not playing we're not playing Red and Green because we played Fire Red and Leaf Green or whatever, it's like that's okay. We get to them when we get to them, and if we don't get to them, we don't get to them. I get that they're imports, and you have this absolute rule that you have to get to them, and I'm saying at some point there comes a line where you have to break your absolute rule. And Pokemon might be that point where you just have to break your absolute rule because it's literally impossible
Even
due
if
to...
they're not at the same time,
Yeah.
Can we at least do it to where it's like a couple Pokemon games in a row?
We'll see. Like, that's the thing. When we get to it, when that comes up, then we'll look at it. But I think I have less of a problem with us spacing them out a bit less. But the problem is, what I do not want is the audience to be fatigued by us playing the same games over and over. That's the thing behind our idea of playing, like, different kinds of games before we play the same game again. Because it's to give us a wide variety of games we're playing, for us to not get bored of them, and the audience to not get bored of them. And it's just good for the channel because
it's very hard to get bored of Pokemon. Though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like somebody might sit back and say, you know what, I just don't want to watch another Pokemon game right now.
But regardless, I'm at least happy you're at the point where you're like, okay, we can do side Pokemon games along with main games because they're different enough.
Yeah, it's like that we can work with, but Pokemon is a huge franchise with many different games, and
so is Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball is not the biggest franchise in the world. They are much more tempered with how many games come out. Pokemon, the Pokemon Company knows that their timing is absolutely critical with all things. Like, I'm sure the Pokemon Company thought long and hard before saying they were going to make these games come out this year. And the reason they probably had the new games come out this year is probably because they didn't have another game. If I had to bet what happened, because again, the Pokemon Company plans these things out years and years in advance. I'm going to bet you what happened was that, because they just came out with Sword and Shield. They just came out with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I'm going to bet you what happened was that they planned to come out with Let's Go 2. They planned to come out with Pikachu and Eevee sequels for Gen 2. Pikachu and Eevee did not sell as well as they wanted. So they cut it. And that's what would have come out right now. And then Scarlet and Violet was going to be in another 1.5 to 2 years. But because they cut that game, or maybe they cut a Mystery Dungeon game, or something, they cut a game. And so they said, well, we got to shift it up. So Scarlet and Violet has to come out now because we don't have anything else. And we have to have a game come out here because we planned the entire franchise around exactly when these games come out. So I'm going to guess that something got cut somewhere. And so they tightened their schedule. Because again, guys, the Pokemon Company, Game Freak's Pokemon is not the biggest franchise because it's the best games. They are good games, but I don't think anyone on the planet would say Pokemon is the best games ever made. But they are the biggest media franchise on the entire planet because they run the tightest fucking schedule. They say the games are going to come out exactly here, and then the cards are going to come out a few months later to coincide with these games, and the anime is going to change, and then we're going to plan literally everything out for the next 5 fucking years, and you cannot get off a beat. Because you get off a beat and everything's fucked up. That's why the Pokemon Company has not updated their models. That's why they made these models and future-proofed them by 15 fucking years. They said, we don't want to change the models again for 20 years or whatever, because it takes too much time. We don't have the time. We don't have the resources. We're doing it once and done. 20 years from now, we'll change the models again. For now, you're getting the same damn models. And there's almost no animations. That's why everyone was upset when Sword and Shield came out. The newest games, best games on the Switch, no good animations. They're still the same fucking animations because they didn't have the people to do it. Game Freak has less than like 500 staff. Games like Spider-Man have thousands of people on them. Game Freak has almost no staff. I think their numbers are actually like 200.
Insomniac's Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I consider a better game than this.
Yeah. And how much staff did they work on it? I bet you it's thousands. They had thousands.
I actually don't know.
Yeah. I can check actually. But I would bet you money that it's way more than Pokemon, who has literally 200 staff members.
But yeah, they should be the people who work on all Marvel games. And we're about to see them do Wolverine. Like, guys, that game is going to be so good. Like, I will pre-order that game. Unfortunately, I can't pre-order the Spider-Man game, I don't think. Well, maybe I can.
So they have 400 plus, whatever that means. And let me be fair. Same with Insomniac Games. Insomniac Games is not the only people who made those Spider-Man games. There were people at Sony who were working on those games. There were probably a couple other subsidiary companies doing work on those games that are not counted under the 400 plus. It's the same with Pokemon. Pokemon for years has had multiple studios. Game Freak does the game development. The Pokemon Company designs the Pokemon. Creatures Inc. assists with the models of the game. Namco Bandai assists with the development of the games. So all of Namco Bandai's employees at some times might end up working on Pokemon. So it's not fair to say that only 200 people work on Pokemon. But at the same time, Game Freak does not run. They just don't have extra time. They have a very tight window to make the next game to keep you interested in the franchise. Should they have more people doing animations? Absolutely. They should either buy a company to do animations or they should hire in-house to do animations. But that's going to take them 5 to 6 years to get the number of staff needed to make those animations. And you know how many games that's going to be? 3. So that's going to be like 2 generations before they get the animations you wanted in Sword and Shield. Assuming they prioritize it at all.
Yeah, by the way, was Diamond and Pearl the worst remakes in quote?
In my mind?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the problem. I only have a few choices in that regard. You're telling me I have to choose between Fire Red Leaf Green, which was a straight port, Gold Silver Crystal, Heart Gold Soul Silver, which were considered one of the greatest games that Game Freak has ever made.
Yep, and still are.
So, that's a very good game. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which I haven't played, but
it's really
from the amount I played, it seemed good. But again, all these are pretty straight ports.
But Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire,
yeah,
had a lot of changes, and those changes is what made that game good.
Yeah, Well, and this is where it becomes a little bit difficult, because Fire Red and Leaf Green was pretty much a straight port. Like, it wasn't, like, obviously, the graphics are hugely improved. But it was pretty much a straight port of the original games. Yeah. And, like, they did add the Sevi Islands, I guess. Those were fun. But it's like, eh. But that's a straight port. So I am inherently saying Diamond and Pearl is crap because it was a straight port when Fire Red and Leaf Green was a straight port. Ruby Sapphire, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, not as much of a straight port. It had new mechanics and literally had, like, mega Pokemon in it. Yeah. So, Heart Gold Soul Silver was more of a straight port, but it did have some changes. But it was still kind of a straight port. Yeah, maybe. But like it's still close to a straight port. But it was
good enough of a change to where it's barely noticeable.
Yeah.
But
let's say it this way.
But I think Diamond and Pearl, it just got a big backlash because I think Fire Red and Leaf Green was actually a little less of a straight port than Diamond and Pearl was.
Maybe. Well, here's the problem.
Because we wanted differences in the newer remakes because we basically wanted Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire again, just with Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Basically, we wanted Sword and Shield, Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, what people wanted people wanted Dynamax, and the problem was that Game Freak inherently said Dynamax is a region exclusive. It only happens in Galar, so it can't happen in Diamond and Pearl. And once that happened,
did that because that's why we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah,
because we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with new Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, but Pokemon also did explicitly state that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are different in a different universe from Ruby and Sapphire.
They could have done that with Diamond.
Yes, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think they should have just put Dynamax in too. I think people would have had less problems if they'd put Dynamax in there. But you're correct.
Like, how cool would a Dynamax Garchomp would have been?
Yeah, but you are correct that what people's problem was that the games were just too similar to the point where they kept some of the same fucking glitches in.
Like, they had Raminus Park, but
it's like, who cares?
That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, they had the Grand Underground. Who cares?
Like, it was pretty much the same as...
It had the Underground, and it had that one big inner center area. That was the only difference.
To be fair, the Grand Underground is actually one of the things I enjoyed about the game.
Yeah.
Because you could encounter Pokemon underground.
It also, I think, doesn't help that...
It was helpful with shiny hunting, too.
It also doesn't help that the art style kind of was a mixed bag if you liked it or didn't. So, that didn't help. But I think here's the other fundamental problem. The other fundamental problem is that there's a reason why those games sold so well. Fire Red and Leaf Green and Heart Gold and Soul Silver are considered some of the best remakes. I'm ignoring Ruby and Sapphire momentarily. Are considered some of the best remakes because as much as the game's plot was the same. But they so changed the feel of the game that they completely eliminated your need to play the previous games. There is no reason that you would ever really need to play original Red and Blue other than just to see how kind of shit the original games were.
Yeah, they actually improved
the
game with the remake.
Yes, and Ruby, Sapphire, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver did the same thing. Those games play so much better on a mechanics standpoint than their originals. They completely replaced the originals. That's how much of a remake they are. Like, they aren't much of a remake in the sense of, like, but they didn't add huge amounts of new areas. They didn't add huge new mechanics to the game. Ruby and Sapphire did, and I'll get to that one. But those first two did not add huge amounts of mechanics to the game. All they did was make the most perfect version of the original games they could. They said, we're going to take the current graphics we have, and we're going to make a more perfect version of Red and Blue. And that's why that's why Fire Red and Leaf Green was so good.
God damn it, I exited off the stream.
Hello, Hatta. Yeah, I greatly enjoyed Heart Gold, but it's the same thing with Heart Gold. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is a great love letter to and great replacement for the original games. You do not ever need to play those games again. They are that much better.
I think that's the problem with Diamond and Pearl, because they didn't really improve.
Yeah, that's the point. And it's a similar problem to why. That's also why Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee didn't do as well. Because it's also a straight remake in that they just upgraded the graphics. But they also literally took mechanics out of the game.
They borrowed from Pokemon Go. They actually kind of made a different game.
Yeah, it was a different game. And so it didn't sell as bad as it would have been if it had all the same mechanics but was just a graphics upgrade.
Like, I think Let's Go was more successful than Diamond and Pearl.
Maybe. I don't... Well, no, I don't think it's... I think Diamond and Pearl... I think Diamond and Pearl sold better. Because people bought it better. But I don't think that it was as
I'm saying
loved.
In terms of uniqueness. Like,
do you think they should remake Heart Gold and Soul Silver again?
and
Let me get to that in a second, Hot Dog. I will get to that. But the reason I think that... So, Fire Red and Leaf Green and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, those were complete, more complete versions of those games than their predecessors. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire could not do that. Same thing with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Those games could not be more complete versions of their predecessors because those games are already very good. That's why Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had to add those new mechanics. They had to add Mega Evolutions, because that's the thing that stands it out from the original games. Otherwise, the only difference is the graphics. There isn't that many mechanical changes. Megas was the big thing. That's why it did well.
They definitely even improved, like, contests.
Yeah, they did improve contests as well, but that's what I'm saying. That was the big thing. That's what made that game so... work as a remake, because it added new stuff to the game.
But I will have to admit, Diamond and Pearl's contests,
yeah,
grade A stuff.
Yeah, we will not dash Heart Gold or the Omega or Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearls contests.
Yeah, that was a great change.
That's the problem that I think that they had going into Diamond and Pearl and with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Those games don't add pretty much anything that makes them significantly better than the previous games. Do I think that you should absolutely play Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee instead of playing Fire Red and Leaf Green? Only if you hate pixel graphics and for some reason don't like the battles. Or if you desperately are shiny hunting. If you're like a shiny hunter,
Pikachu and Eevee is good for shiny
it's great for shiny hunting. It's great if you don't like pixel graphics. But otherwise, is it a better game? Not really. It's about the same. Again, it doesn't even have battling in the same way. Or the catching mechanics. Those are just not there. So it's
one thing I didn't like is you could not battle the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Catching.
So that's why I asked, do you think they should remake Heart Gold Soul Silver again? I don't think they can. Because the problem is...
They'd port it.
The problem is, if they do it, they'll port it like Diamond and Pearl. And the people didn't like that. They don't want a straight port. They want an improved port. They want the game to do more than its predecessor. How can you do more than a game that is considered one of the best games in the whole franchise? You would have to Arceus it. You would have to fundamentally change how the game works.
Yeah, if we could get a remake in Arceus style, And if
Yeah.
it was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think they could make bank with it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You'd have to do something like that. That's why Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl is not going to ever be considered a good game. It is going to be considered one of the worst remake games. Because what it doesn't really add that much to the game, because it couldn't. They couldn't add Dynamax because they were prevented from doing so.
Yeah, so Diamond and
So they
Pearl-
couldn't add the new mechanics. So they had to make it a straight port. And what are the things they really added?
Raminus Park,
Which was-
contest,
yeah.
new contest,
Yeah, they upgraded the contest, they upgraded the
and
underground, and they added the Raminus Park. And everything else is exactly the same. So it's like, is it worth playing that game over the original? Not really. Again, like Hot Does saying, he likes the art. It's like, yeah, unless you like the art that much, unless you prefer the graphics that much over the pixel art of the original game, it's like, that's really the difference here. The difference is, do you like 3D or 2D?
I mean, guys, I can play 8-bit games, but I do actually lean towards more 3D games.
So it's like, so yeah, I do have to say that I think that Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl is the worst remake games because they don't add pretty much anything of value that improves upon Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I loved the 3D in Brilliant Diamond and Pearl and some of the animations. They did fine with that.
Yeah.
But
it's
it
not
was just
so
a straight port.
Yeah, there's nothing
just in
so
3D.
significant.
It's Diamond and
Even
Pearl
if
in
even if
3D.
they'd add Mega Evolutions, if they had literally disregarded Nintendo and added Mega
If
Evolutions,
they did Mega
then
Evolutions,
that at least would have been something new and different. Not obviously a new and different mechanic, but new to Diamond and Pearl.
It would probably be new enough to where I would have been a little bit more happy.
That would have soured people to it much less because it would have had something different. It would have been a reason to play that game again because it would have done something new.
Yeah.
Raminus Park is not good enough to make you replay that game.
I'd only replay it for the contest.
If you brought back Shadow Pokemon, if you brought back Mega Evolutions, if you brought back, well, probably not Z moves, but like
I mean, I like
even
like
Z moves would have been something new.
like,
Do something.
Yeah, I loved some of the animations with the Z moves, like the like you got to interact with your trainer more with the Z moves. That's why I loved it because you got to see your trainer do more than just stand there.
Yeah, it's like I don't particularly care for Z moves, but like I get that some people do. But again, at least it would have been something. There just was nothing here.
Now,
it's like, why is this game here?
The only thing I hated about the Z moves is how you had to acquire some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't fun.
Yeah. I just don't like I just don't like how they mechanically work. They feel grafted on. It's similar to how I don't like the Ultra Beasts in Pokemon because they feel grafted onto a system not built for them.
But yeah, I love the animation of the Z moves.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about them.
That's fair. I think the animations were okay.
Like in Arceus, you get to do a whole lot more with your character.
Yeah.
Like you can make him move in battle instead of just stand there. You can easily run away from battle, I suppose.
Yeah.
And you have a lot more expression when you talk to your Pokemon. Like you get to see that expression. You don't really get to see in battle because your trainer is facing away from you.
Yeah.
Like.
But
I would like to see more animation with your character, personally. I want your character to be able to do a dance like in Sword and Shield.
What do you think about the new gimmick? I don't know anything about the new gimmick, if it's for Scarlet and Violet, because I have not seen trailers. And I specifically don't want to know. I will find out about it and give live opinions when the games come out.
Yeah, you don't know about...
I have no idea.
So you've not seen the new mechanic at all? Do you
have
any idea what it is?
Nope.
Okay.
I have no idea. So...
I actually don't know how you'll feel about it. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Does it look like this is going to be the new thing? Like instead of Dynamaxing, it's going to be this? Is it that level of a thing?
It is. I I think it's a little worse than Dynamax.
Well, I'm not talking about in terms of quality. I'm not saying is it good or bad. I'm saying is this looking like what they're gonna like instead of having Mega Evolutions, instead of having Dynamax, this is the new like thing that Pokemon's doing for this generation.
I hope to God not.
Like that's what I'm asking.
Like I hope it's just in this game and never. Again.
Hot Dust says yeah. Okay, so I'll find out about it when I see it. Cause yeah, I don't want like it's weird, guys.
I don't hate the new thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it looks pretty, but.
Because, like, here's...
I just don't want it to be in more than one game. Like, I wasn't that excited about it. Like, it's not... I don't think it's groundbreaking like Dynamaxing and Mega Evolution.
Well, again, Dynamaxing arguably wasn't groundbreaking. It was in the first region in the anime, but... we'll ignore that. But, yeah, like, I get that. I get that feel. So, but, yeah, It's weird, guys. I used to not care about spoilers. Like, when Diamond and Pearl came out, when Black and White came out, I watched the forums. I knew every Pokemon before the game's released.
But you kind of had to back in the day because you wouldn't have known if you missed it on, like, a commercial or something and your buddy tells you.
Yeah, yes and no. It's not about that. It's that I didn't have a problem with... Yeah, absolutely, Hot Dog. That was something we were talking about earlier. It's like, I would greatly love them to bring back, like, some stuff like Megas and Shadow Pokemon and make that a core part of how the game works. Like I would love them to bring... What?
You're
like,
wanting XD3.
Not a, yes and no. Yes, I do want another XD game, but that's not the point. My thing with Pokemon is afraid. Game Freak and Pokemon are very afraid because they have the biggest media franchise on the planet. They have the highest, like, selling games and anime and card and all that combined of all time. And they don't know why their games work. All they know is they have this core formula. And that's all they know. They're like, they're afraid to change anything. Because at the moment they change something, people will get pissed off at them. So that's why Mega Evolutions come for a generation and then leave. And then the Dynamax comes for a generation and leaves. It's because they're treating it like the card game. You bring in something and then take it away. And then you bring in something new and take it away. It keeps people interested, but people don't have it long enough to be pissed off at it. But it means that people who like Mega Evolutions, because it was a cool idea... They never get it back because Pokemon Company never says that idea actually worked and would be good to keep around forever. That's why Arceus was such a great move for them. Because Arceus was a side game and they got to test before launch of the new games. Here's what people like. We can do an open world game and that'll sell extremely well. So let's make the new games like that. We can change how evolutions work. We can change when things evolve. We can change how you learn moves and how you unlearn moves. And people will like that. They need to do more of that. They need to have those tests, learn from them, and say, okay, people like this. Let's keep it. So they absolutely should bring back Mega Evolutions. Because that was an idea that almost everyone loved. Bring that back.
So, which gen do you think they're going to bring back next? Do you think it's going to be Johto, or do you think it's going to be Unova? I hope it's Unova.
I think if they do another... The next remake, I'm going to guess, will be Black and White. And I think they're going to bring back Black and White... Because that game, for two reasons. One,
I want to say they kind of hinted at it in Arceus with bringing back Tornadus, Thundurus, and
maybe, but
and adding an Amorous.
Two reasons. Yeah, you don't have to stress about forgetting a move ever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was
we
great.
Were just talking about that.
Yeah, it's don't get rid of that. They probably will. Don't do it. But yeah, I think it's going to be Black and White. And the reason I think it's going to be Black and White is because of what I said earlier. They saw that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee didn't work very well. Like, it did not sell as well as they wanted. So I don't think they're going to do another Let's Go sequel. And also, I don't think they have a new mechanic that's going to be so good that they can improve one of the best games they've ever made to remake Heart Gold Soul Silver. So the only remake they can do now is Black and White. But the problem is, if they do Black and White, they just got through getting the shit kicked out of them by people, saying that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl sucked because it was a straight port and they needed to add new stuff again. So, this crystal mechanic or whatever, their new mechanic in Scarlet and Violet is going to be the tell-all.
Okay, so you do actually know about it.
No, it's because he said the crystal thing in chat. Yeah. So, that mechanic is going to be the tell-all. If that mechanic is cool enough and people like it enough and it does enough, they might get away with their next remake of Black and White or Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I want to say they're going to wait till the next gen.
Maybe. They might do that.
Because I don't think this new mechanic is going to...
Yeah, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was so straight of a port that it had some of the same glitches as the original game.
Yeah, like
you could walk through walls glitch in the...
Get Shaman and
it's like...
Darkrai.
Yeah, it was not polished. And to be fair, the reason it wasn't polished because Pokemon didn't do it. It was not made by the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. It was made by a different company while the Pokemon Company and Game Freak were working on Arceus. Now, was Arceus that good of a game? Yes, it was a great game. Should they continue working with the company that made Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? No. Do not let them touch your franchise. They did not do well.
Yeah, I don't know if they are. I thought I heard something that they were like very happy with them and they were going to have them do more. But I
better fucking not.
I cannot confirm.
Yeah. They had better not. Just do not do that.
I agree. Don't do it.
By the way, thank you for the follow, Hot Da.
Thank you for the follow. I didn't get notified about it.
Okay, I need to get a drink. My throat's gonna get sore.
Now, if they want to keep working with them, I say let them do some animations because I did love some of the animations.
That's fair. If they buy that company and make them the animation studio for Pokemon, that'd be funny.
Like, I could accept that.
Yeah, because that is one of the big problems that a lot of people had with Sword and Shield was that there wasn't a lot of animations. And I don't even think it'd be that hard to do good animations. Like, the problem is that, like, the Pokemon models just need to be more dynamic with their moves and with their idle animations. It's like, when they do moves, just have the parts of the Pokemon do a little bit more. And it doesn't take that much. Just a little bit more.
A little too late, a little too gone.
I can get that feeling that it feels a little bit empty. It depends on exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for like towns and people and stuff, then I get that feels very empty. It felt an awful lot like a lot of different wild areas.
I mean, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it depends on how much you feel like this area we're in right now is empty.
I want to say I wish I had more side quests. I feel like there wasn't enough.
Yeah. I like the game that gave you like 200 side quests or whatever. The first game that ever gave you side quests in a Pokemon series, and your immediate response was, there wasn't enough side quests. It's like...
Yeah, because the game is so much bigger.
Yeah, it's like that is the perfect... That is the perfect representation of that new mechanic. It's not, it was a bad mechanic, or it was a good mechanic, or like I liked it, but they shouldn't have it again. It was, they came up with a new idea. They did that idea, and they should have done even more of that idea. They didn't do enough of that idea. Exactly. Do more of it.
And I feel like we're gonna have about the same amount.
Yeah.
With Scarlet and Violet because of how fast it's coming out.
Yeah, puzzles like Breath of the Wild. Yeah, if there were like Pokemon puzzles, like remember in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald days, or was it like back in that era when they did like the Reggie puzzles and stuff? That'd be cool if they had stuff like that again.
Yeah, but some of them were confusing, and if
Yeah,
you didn't
but
look up, you wouldn't know how to do.
that's true, but the internet's so big that looking things up on Pokemon is like 5 seconds. Like, how to solve... Like, there's 7,000 tutorials on how to do those puzzles.
I mean, we had
So-
some of those puzzles in Diamond Pearl, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't see that a lot in the newer games. They've kind of gone away with a lot of
In
puzzles.
Arceus, there were puzzles.
That's true.
Like, remember Manaphy?
That's true. They did have stuff like
You
that.
actually had to look in Diamond and Pearl if you didn't have the
Yeah,
internet
maybe
to find that information.
maybe don't do more of that type of puzzle.
I mean, that was stupid. Like
Like,
I agree,
it's
but
it was cool and all, but maybe don't do that again. But yeah, like I agree. Like, do side quests, do more puzzles and stuff. Like, do more interesting things with the world other than I go to town, I talk to literally everyone in the town and maybe get one item. Then go to the gym, then leave the town and don't come back.
like Black and White had you going back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
Like you want.
But yeah,
stuff like that.
but specifically, yeah, Hot does saying like in world where like you find a weird thing and do something with it, and yeah, it's like that'd be kind of cool. Of like that's how you get, instead of the random items literally just sitting on the ground, you had to like you saw it over in like a cage or something, and you had to figure out how to open it.
So you want chests like in Far Cry?
Not exactly chests, but like think of you know the Sword and Shield one where they had all the statues in like what's the town?
Oh, you're Tuffle.
Yeah, Tuffle! That all those
That-
statues, stuff like that, where you have to figure out what the hell the statues are talking about and do that. Like that kind of puzzle. Do more of those. And have them lead to like items.
But it was still kind of like an interesting kind of puzzle.
Yeah.
Like it was unique. That
Yeah.
I remembered it.
But yeah, yeah. He's just saying like stuff that's not assigned to a quest specifically.
He's wanting Breath of the Wild puzzles in RC.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like stuff that's not a quest, but stuff that you just randomly find. More than just here's a Pokeball sitting on the ground for you to just pick up.
They didn't even have that in Arceus.
Yeah.
They had like you had to collect more than one of a certain item to like make Pokeballs and stuff. That was also an interesting mechanic. You made your own Pokeballs.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, imagine that would, you know, yeah, that'd actually, yes, no, right? You just had the perfect idea. That's how you make a new Heart Gold Soul Silver, is you put it in the time of Hisui in Johto, where you live on a farm and literally have to grow apricorns to make your fucking Pokeballs.
Fucking do it.
That's the start of making Heart Gold Soul Silver. 2. Whatever. Remakes. Whatever. D-makes. It's in the past. But like, yeah, something like that. If you're remaking Heart Gold Soul Silver, if you're making a new Gen 2 game in the past, in Arceus style, you can do it. So, actually, yeah, to answer your question from previously, I don't know which game they'll do. It depends. If they want to do Arceus 2,
they
but
could even do Unova, because they mentioned Johto and Unova.
yeah, if they want to do Arceus 2 in like Heart Gold Soul Silver or Unova style, they might get away with it. So, I don't know. It could be either one.
Man, I was going to talk about something else. What was it? It still had to do with Pokemon.
At this point, they're both equally old, because both those games are on the DS. So, you could either one of them could come out.
How did this one? I'm trying to think.
That'd be hilarious if they actually lied to us. It just wasn't. It wasn't Scarlet and Violet at all. It was just a different game. They're just like, oh, yeah, we lied to you. But no, I would not be happy with that. Please don't do that.
I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry about that.
God damn it.
Sorry that we were having too much conversation.
Yeah, I was about to go into it, and then you said your stuff about Johto. And it was a really good idea, too.
I'm sure you'll figure it out again. You'll get to it eventually. Don't you worry.
But anyway, I think one of the mechanics I'm going to like in Scarlet and Violet, where you get to interact with everybody.
Everybody how?
Like, I think how it's going to work is you can have more than one person on the same map.
Like you're saying multiplayer. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like something like the wild area where you see other players. And maybe you can interact with them.
Yeah, cooperative Pokemon would be actually an interesting change.
Oh, now I remember. It wasn't an idea. It's something that might take off Hata. So, I told you this.
Yeah.
I was playing Arceus the other day. I was completing tasks. And the second time on the map where you find unknown, like you walk into that space.
Yeah.
Like, I literally had a thought, I wonder what would happen if I would just walk in and random encounter a shiny unknown. I literally walk in and that exact moment, I find a shiny unknown itch.
You know what I say? I see why that might make him upset.
I've never had a shiny unknown before, and then right there, it's in front of my face. I didn't know what to do besides catch it.
I didn't know what to do except the thing I'm supposed to do.
Don't worry, guys. I did record it, and that video should come out on the channel
whenever the heck he gets to it.
Whenever I can edit it. Because I still have to make the compilation video for my Let's Go series.
And he still has to do the 2 card opening videos that are backlogged. Soon to be probably be 3 card opening videos that are backlogged if he doesn't get to the other 2 soon enough.
Like, I should be done editing and recording the mobile series for next week. Then I can start editing the Pokemon card episodes. And then I'll edit the Shiny Hunt episodes. Then I think we can go from there.
By the way, we have 25 minutes left. Ish. Okay. Depending on when you want to stop. Just like we can stop at 10:30 or we can go until it's done.
We can go for the full 3.
Okay. Then yeah, we've got 25 minutes.
We're good. Like, I don't work tomorrow, so it's fine.
I know. I just didn't know if you wanted to have a cutoff. No. Since we used to have a cutoff. It's like there's no chance we're ever going to get to like 12 or something. It's like I don't think we ever need to worry about that being our cutoff. But like
I'd say our cutoff will be 10:30 if I work the next day.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if we wanted to cut it off at 10, like something like 10:30, since there's gonna be the stream VOD coming out at 10:30. But if you're fine with it, then we have no cutoff.
The cutoff was mainly for
sleeping.
Yeah.
Which would still be the reason for a cutoff, if anything.
Yeah. But that's now the cutoff. Instead of it being for you, it'd be for me.
Yeah.
So we kind of flopped that.
Keep going forever. No, we have 3-hour shiny hunts every week. We can't go much longer than that.
Yep. Guys, if we could, we would, but unfortunately.
But we cannot.
Now, when we get our own place, I would maybe talk about it with older bro, but...
Yeah, it's not so much about us getting our own place. It's that I think that we are not going to have any longer streams. And
let's go! No way!
Okay, well, that question about whether we're ending the series early, or the episode early, is done.
No way! That was 141 encounters!
So getting back to the thing.
Wait! No way! I am not done with this stream. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to go evolve it, but
Yes, I do.
but anyways,
the timer hasn't stopped yet, guys.
Yeah.
So the timer stops when we get the shiny Cinderace. Oh my god! I can't believe we got it. Let me just save.
yeah, please save. But
Okay.
anyways, I don't think we're gonna have any longer streams.
I get 2 shiny Scorbunny in a row, please. I want to.
I will actually just end the stream immediately if that happens. I will hit the end button.
Not happening.
So,
Damn.
but yeah, it's less about us having our own place, and it's more that I don't think we can have longer streams until this became a full-time job, just due to the fact that I can't start earlier because I have other commitments. So,
Okay,
like,
we're done with this Pokemon.
and we can't go later because sleep. So, if you want us to have longer Pokemon streams, consider supporting us on, YouTube or Patreon or Twitch or wherever the hell you want to support us. We have ways to support us.
Okay, guys, let's go get a shiny.
Now go evolve the shiny.
Well, there's a perfect Obstagoon right here. Obstagoon with shiny. I have yet.
I like how you're using Talonflame to evolve it.
Why not?
I mean, rather than getting like your full team. Goodbye. That's fair.
I mean, I only need 1 Pokemon for this, really.
I mean, that's fair. Double kick.
Get rid of Growl.
Goodbye, Growl.
But yeah, I have sort of been that lucky. Like, the best...
Flame charge.
Yeah, Hata, you have to check it out on our YouTube channel. The best luck I had was I got a shiny Rookie D, went and evolved it, started the Nickit hunt, and literally at the very start of that hunt, first encounter, I got a shiny Nickit. It was my fastest shiny hunt ever.
At 0 seconds.
It was 18 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, like basically no time at all.
Okay, that's 60.
Just- It's between attack and quick attack. Yeah. Are you gonna shiny hunt the new starters in Pokemon Scarlet Violet? We have talked about it. So I think the current consensus is once we play through Scarlet and Violet on the channel, and Younger Bro completes the Pokedex, then he will stop playing this game and switch to Scarlet and Violet.
So guys, yeah, I've changed my rule. We are going to get all of the exclusive Pokemon, and Sword and Shield, and then we're gonna move to Diamond and Pearl, and then we're gonna...
So you are gonna go in order and just get all the exclusives, but that's it.
Yep. And
Okay.
then we'll move to Arceus, and then we'll move to...
Okay, so eventually, yes, in 3 years. That may not be a joke.
So guys, after I get Cinderace, we will be going after Glossiflor. That is what we decided on.
Yep.
And then, along with Glossiflor, we are going after Sobble next.
Yeah.
All right,
But to be clear, so you're gonna start this once Scarlet Violet comes out. You're just gonna switch to only the exclusive Pokemon after the legendaries or the starters, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we'll just come back and do the Pokemon whenever the Game Freak gives us the time. And since this is Game Freak, they will not give us the time.
Time is not on our...
Got any full odd shinies? No, Younger Bro doesn't like doing full odd hunting generally.
No, that is not happening.
I think you've gotten some before the shiny charm. So technically you have gotten some full odds.
My full odd shinies are my random encounters.
Yeah. So he has random encountered things, but like yeah, once we start recording them for the channel, those are all with the shiny charm at the maximum possible odds that we know of.
Yeah, I hate the thought of full odds because why would I torture myself?
You're already torturing yourself. What do you mean? Why would you?
Why would I torture myself worse?
Yeah, it's like Younger Bro just wants every Pokemon shiny. He doesn't necessarily want to do it in the most painful way possible.
Exactly. But yeah, guys, I will never ever full odds shiny hunt anything. That is never gonna happen.
He would have to run out of Pokemon first, and that is never going to happen. I mean, unless, Game Freak stops making games. Which I also believe will never happen.
That won't happen. There's no way.
This franchise makes too much money.
I could see them stop making main series games, maybe.
They make too much
But
money.
then they would just have side games at that point, but
Yeah, no.
there will always be a new Pokemon game, no matter what it may be.
Yep.
I'd say the same for Dragon Ball as well. They're about to have a Battle Royale Dragon Ball game.
Yep.
Like,
It really didn't evolve after the last Pokemon? My
sorry, not
god.
Battle Royale.
What levels does it need to be to evolve?
No, it's a Battle Royale game. 36.
Oh, god.
Wait, no, 32.
Okay. Either way. Not that far. Is that the sprite they do for Got a Shiny? It has that, like, white color behind it? Or the white flash?
Yes.
Younger Bro not clear about what I'm talking about.
But yeah, it has like a flash shiny effect.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 32.
We'll see.
No, it's
No.
not.
Yes, you right over there. That means there's a shiny Pokemon?
No,
That just means you caught it. Oh, gotcha. That's stupid.
Okay, I actually do need another Pokemon because my Talonflame's about dead. Alright, I'll just use my Gardevoir. Alright, Gardevoir, let's see here. Where's the closest Pokemon? Like, guys, I'm going after the Pokemon that spawn outside of grass because
You can see them.
I can see them and they're more powerful.
Oh, yeah, the ones that are walking. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were meaning I thought you were saying just not the ones in the shaking grass, but you're meaning the ones that are like literally out in the middle of the field. Yeah.
These Pokemon.
Yeah, because they're 60s rather than 30s. They're probably 40s actually. Whatever the min level is in here right now.
No effect, Moon Blasted.
Yeah. No effect. Super effective.
Come on, where's my shiny Cinderace?
I'm guessing you're right. It's 36 or 26. No, that's 36.
No,
I was right.
It's 36. If it wasn't 32, it's 36.
Yeah.
What starter do I keep thinking it's 32?
Probably Gen 2. I think they were at weird numbers. Pokemon starter evolution levels.
Yeah, Frisk is an ability in this game.
Yeah, it means steal their item.
Oh, Frisk actually has a meaning.
Yeah. Like the police frisk you when they like pat you down and like check to make sure you don't have any stuff on you.
Really?
That's frisking someone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a name.
No, I mean it is.
Yeah.
But also
Sons of Undertale.
no. Yeah, 30 okay. 32 is Bulbasaur final evolution number. Like Venusaur specifically. Charizard and Blastoise are 36.
Okay.
It is also Meganium specifically. It's 32. Feraligator's 30. Typhlosion's 36. Gen 3, they're all 36, and I haven't found Gen 4 yet.
Oh, 35.
What?
And the timer has stopped. It took us 2 hours to get this shiny Cinderace.
That's insane.
Get rid of them. Alright, so let me just say we got that on the A-Drive app. Yes, I am using A-Drive app. It is very nice.
I can find no information after Gen 3 because everyone hates me. And I don't care enough to look it up on another site.
Alright guys, now it's time to switch teams and go after Glossiflor. After I put Cinderace up. But yeah guys, I actually don't like shiny Cinderace, I'm sorry, it's just... It should be darker.
Show off the thing again. It's the, yeah. Yeah, I can... Honestly, I think it should be lighter.
Like, I like Reboots, like...
Well, I think they're the same color.
It's the same color, but I think it works better on Reboot than it does Cinderace.
That's fair. I get that. I can agree to that. So.
Alright. Yes, guys, I did change my team. I now have Pokemon that would definitely reflect my Psychic Fairy gym if I had one. Alright, Glossiflor, here we go. What route is it on? I forget. Alrighty, Glossiflor.
Here it is. Sinnoh, Turtwig is 32. The other two are 36. Unova, everything is 36. Kalos, everything is 36. Alola, everything is 34. And I guess in this gen, everything's 35.
Maybe.
Unclear.
Anybody have any idea what number Glossiflor is in the Pokedex? There it is. 126. Habitat? Nope. Next button. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot that's a thing.
Root.
I forgot Decidueye has an evolution in Hisui.
Wait, you can find it there?
Ugh. So yeah, so Decidueye is 34 and 36.
I think I want to hunt it here.
Did we see Decidueye in Arceus in the...
Decidueye?
I don't remember when we saw that.
In Arceus?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got it.
When did we see that? I can't remember it. Like, I legit just don't remember where it was.
We evolved in and then just put in the PC. That's probably why you don't remember it. We
Probably.
didn't use it that often.
Yeah, they're all 35 in this game.
Alright, this is where you'd find Glossiflor.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of them all the same. Gonna have to change the title of the stream now.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Honestly, again, for how little time it is, we honestly should just stop the stream. Like, it's literally gonna be 10 minutes. Like,
Well, we only change the title of the stream if it's
a significant amount.
yes.
Yeah, so it's like,
you said like an hour of it is when it gets
yeah.
retitled.
So we're not even. Yeah, we won't even retitle it unless we literally find it in the string.
Oh, I had it. Oh no, I didn't check that.
What's up?
What time of day does it appear?
Ooh. Does it tell you that?
Yes. It doesn't look like it's at night.
Where does it tell day or night?
Right there. It looks like it's all day.
But what would the night ones look like? Aren't those the same thing? Those are just weather conditions, right?
Let me check. Zigzagoon.
Here, let me look up Gossiflor.
Zigzagoon.
Yeah, I think that's just weather. Like, give me a second. I'll look up Gossifleur and Bulbapedia.
Yeah, because okay, no, we're good.
Okay.
Alright,
I was
the
gonna say,
hunt
hold on a
has
minute.
Started.
Hold on a second.
Encounter 1. And guys, I'm going to have to battle every single one of these. But yeah, I do want Shiny Glossopore really, really badly. I love it shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the red coloring, it's like a blue, and
Yep.
the flower is like a pink.
Yep.
And it works really well with the Pokemon. A brilliant Zigzagoon. Damn.
Not getting lucky.
We don't have Shiny Zigzagoon yet, so
Yep. By the way, if we ever have Zigzagoon in future games, I am officially going to start calling it Hoenn Zigzagoon.
well, yeah.
So because technically this is Zigzagoon, that's Hoenn Zigzagoon.
I don't know if we need to get Shiny Hoenn Zigzagoon.
It's not an exclusive.
Cause no, I'm saying at all. Like, I don't know if I have it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Like,
I see what you're saying.
I know I have Shiny Linoon.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about Zigzagoon.
Yeah, technically these are not Galar and Zigzagoon. This is Zigzagoon. That's Hoenn Zigzagoon and Hoenn Linoon.
I do have to admit, there's not a lot of Glossopore.
It's probably not a common spawn.
I think. Oh no, it might be just as bad as Snom.
Perfect.
But yeah, actually, how much time do we have left? You said 30 minutes?
6 minutes.
Oh.
No, it was 10 earlier.
Oh. I thought we had like 30 minutes left.
Well, no, when I told you way earlier, like when I first said like, when I was asking if like we wanted to call it at 10:30 or call it when it was 3 hours, that was 25 minutes.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'll find Glossopore up here, guys. It's just all roly-poly. I've never seen anything else. Yeah, why am I on my fucking bike? Why the fuck would I do this?
Fuck that shit.
But yeah, I'm gonna be so happy when I have this shiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna be happy because I'm almost done with water types. I very rapidly approach.
Imagine we find shiny Glossopore within 10 encounters.
Why do you want me to hate you? Why? Just why? Why do you want me to hate you? Hello, fan. The day goes well because he's already found the shiny.
Yeah. We got a shiny Cinderace. Like, you just missed it. And now we're on Glossopore. Oh. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
How goes your day, Mr. Spriter?
Maybe it's just worse at night.
Could be. Well, we're gonna have problems then.
I think there are actually Pokemon that only appear at night and day.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Like, I was worried that
You're
Glossopore
coloring
was.
in the maps. What? Wait. What do you mean you're coloring in the maps?
Wait, did I run from the last Glossopore? I don't remember. I shouldn't have run. But yeah, this is probably the closest you'll ever get me to doing shiny full odds, because I am only encountering these Pokemon with the shiny charm odds. Like,
No, as a reminder, the shiny charm only applies to the. Doesn't the shiny charm only apply to the brilliant Pokemon?
no.
I swore that, sorry, I keep thinking of the other game.
No, you're thinking of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Diamond and Pearl because I just keep thinking they both did the same stupid thing.
No. What only applies to brilliant Pokemon is the rod method. You know,
It only
where you
increases
go
the
and
odds
fish.
of, yeah.
That doesn't increase shiny odds. That increases brilliant odds.
Yes. But brilliant Pokemon have a boosted chance of being shiny.
Yes.
Hello, all right.
If it's
Hopefully you're
alright,
doing better than all right.
I want to kick you with it. Kick you with you all night. Like,
I want to kick you all night.
Yes, I am using the shiny charm app that A-Drive has.
Yeah, brilliant Pokemon have a 1 in 151 chance. So basically, like, they have, like, near let's go odds.
Have a good time. Ain't gotta worry 'cause it's alright. But yeah, I'm tired. I am ready for bed. Which is coming very soon in like 3 minutes.
2.
Yeah, close enough. Oh, left door. Very, very glossy. I actually don't know if it's glossy. Maybe we should ask it. Hey, Glossopore, are you glossy?
It very clearly looks like a matte texture, actually.
It almost looks like it's wearing a wig.
I mean, it is basically
like
a flower.
Very, very shitty, like, wigs that moms buy.
Remember, guys, if your mom wears a flower in her hair that's fake, younger bro thinks it looks like shit.
No. The red part of the Glossopore, where it's just, like, spiky.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look at it again.
Like, it kind of reminds me of the hair that Jimmy Neutron's mom would have. That Trubbish? Yeah, that was a Trubbish. I didn't know it had an overworld spawn. But anyway, it's like that levels of, like, I don't know, wigged out?
Yep.
Is that the word?
Sure, why not?
But I'm just saying it's a little bit comparable. Yeah, that's right. Glossiflora wears Jimmy Neutron's mother's hair. Those were words.
They were words. And I'm sure they had a meaning to someone.
They have a meaning to tired me.
Unfortunately, that's not comprehensible to 99% of people.
What sucks about my Gardevoir is they can barely hit any Zigzagoon. Like, if I run out of Shadow Ball and Moonblast, I won't
dead.
be able to defend myself. I'd have to run from them. I only killed that Zigzagoon, guys, because I'm gonna shiny hunt it later.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Might as well.
I am trying to avoid them right now and just go after Gardevoir. But if I accidentally run into one, I'll
What's the worst that happens? You get it early?
yeah. Like the hunt that happened on was Nickit. Like, I got Nickit way too fucking early in first encounter. Fucking hell. I can't get over it.
And he never will.
Yeah, what was the next Nickit? Like 30 encounters?
It wasn't, no, I don't think it was quite 30, but it's like, oh, you mean the stuff that's behind it?
Yeah,
The hair that's hanging down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that? It looks like a wig.
Yeah, it's very long hair. That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's got that weird texture. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I got it.
Okay, there's actually more Glossopore than I thought there were. It's just I was seeing very little of them. But yeah, I'm happy today, guys. I cannot... Like, we got one shiny after another. Like, it took one stream for each shiny.
Yeah.
Why can't that happen all the fucking time?
We are at time, by the way.
Alright, guys, I'll do the next 5 encounters and we'll be done. But yeah, guys, you don't understand. Like, we actually struggled on the Snom hunt. The Snom hunt is kind of what took a while. I mean, Scorbunny did too, but only because we had to look for 3 of them.
Then it wouldn't be a rare hunt. If you don't struggle, it's not a rare hunt. I mean, that's fair.
I like shiny hunts that don't take a long time because it means we'll get out of this game sooner and we can move on to the next one.
We are like 2 games out of date.
Yes. That's why I would very much like to have these shinies as soon as possible. By the way, guys, if we get a shiny Growlithe, I will catch it, but I haven't. There's a part of me will feel like I shouldn't catch it because I played a lot of Let's Go and I had to not catch a lot of shinies in that game.
Remember, guys, trades are accepted.
Yeah, but
When did you
after
start
3
shiny
shinies.
hunting? That's a good question. When did we start shiny hunting?
In Sword and Shield?
Just at all, I guess.
When did we start shiny hunting?
We started on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
3 years
Like,
ago.
yeah.
It took us Let's Go 2 years.
I guess I'll switch these 2.
And we have a feeling Sword and Shield is going to take us longer, even though we're only going after the region Pokemon.
Yeah.
But personally, I started shiny hunting around Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Ooh, brilliant Glossifleur. Damn. I think I'm up to 4. Yeah. 1 more encounter, guys. You know what? Actually, I'll make it hit 20, so I'll do another 2.
Younger bro goalposting again.
That way I have a nice even number. $190 that sucks. I know I shouldn't shiny hunt with a shiny team, guys, but I want to. I don't care if it takes an extra animation. And I don't want to turn in.
It's wasting time. I don't care.
It's saving seconds.
Yeah, but it's seconds over 150 hours of gameplay plus.
I will take a shiny throw. I remember when... What the... I encountered Machop before...
Great throw.
Not throw.
Great sock.
The thing that evolves into Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Hitmontop?
No. Hitmon... No.
What? The fuck you...
three
Tyrogue.
Tyrogue, thank you.
What are you talking about, man?
I remember when A-Drive was running from a Tyrogue. He's like, no, I don't want you. Then he accidentally encountered it and it was shiny.
Fuck you.
He's like, never mind, don't go away.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, next Saturday.
That's true.
Alright, this is the last
Is
one,
this
guys.
really... Where the fuck do I have this in a set? This is how many cards I have of this set.
Very few.
Why do I have this in here?
I only have 1 card in a set.
Yeah, but why do I have it in a box?
Okay, guys, the timer has stopped. We are at 20 encounters for Glossifleur. That is going to be it for today's episode. So, like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to your videos if you do read them. Follow on Twitch. We got Shiny Scorbunny and Cinderace. And also, we are moving on to Glossifleur already. And we will see you guys in the next Shiny Hunt. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.